homesteading with the laws. I had to tighten my belt on here. I guess I didn't tighten the jam nut the other day, and it loosened up on me yesterday, and it was squirming a little bit. And I was trying to make the evening with it before I had to work on it. But anyway, that was my fault. That was my bad. So I'm here about to. Is it not working? Oh, I'm here about to cut some more 4x4 this morning. Uh, give me that cigarette. How's everybody doing this morning? And yeah, it is pretty nice. One, I've been stoking the fire over there, trying to burn up the rest of that remnants of stuff. 1.5, 2.5. I'm gonna go 2.5. No, it's stoking the fire. Alrighty then. I gotta get my measurements back because I don't even know what I had yesterday. See what I need. Alrighty. All right. Oh, that's funny, 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 funny. All right. Do what? Oh, hey, welcome everybody this morning. How y'all doing on this fine Monday morning? It's nice and cool out here this morning. Nice and cool. Cutting 4x4s today. Uh, just tightened my belts this morning. They needed tightening. I put a new belt the other day. I guess I didn't tighten the jam nut and it loosened up. So this 6 foot 4x4s. Cutting them for a friend down the road. They need 140 4x4s. I'm cutting some for myself because I need to build a dog pen. So need to flip that. This is Southern Yellow Pine. Done some cleaning around my sawmill the other day. It needed it. What I'm doing is cutting a 7x7 cant because that's as big as my log is going to make because it won't make enough for three. Uh, won't make enough for a 10.5. That's what I would need to make uh, my 4x4s out of if I go that many. Let me, I'm going to run this saw down through here. Huh? Who? Gary? Morning, morning. How you doing? I had to tighten my belt up on my meal. Uh, and I put a new blade on while I was at it. So I am good to go this morning. How you doing this morning? I didn't have my log secured good, so I was having to re-square it off just a little bit. And folks know that coming here, I don't like my stuff being off. I like it to be as close as humanly possible. Pretty. And that's pretty darn about as close as you can get. What I'm going to do is, yeah. Oh, scare me, girl.
Budsville said cheers.
Hey, how you doing this morning?
How are you today, sir?
I'm doing fine. Off today, enjoying the 3 days. Oh, thank you. I'm gonna work so hard. I need 2 pair of gloves.
Happy Labor Day.
Yeah, that's what I was say. I'm off today for the holiday, 3-day weekend.
Fantastic, sir. Getting ready for work.
Oh, well, I hate that you have to go to work this morning. I'm working, but it's not on my regular job.
And then Fred said Happy Labor Day to
Yeah.
you and all your family.
Appreciate that. And happy Labor Day to everybody that celebrates Labor Day.
Hi.
Who?
TYS.
Oh, okay. Morning, morning.
Gary said doing okay. Fished a bass tournament yesterday. Caught a bunch and 2 good ones, but it wore me out. The concentration beat me up. Hope all well with you.
You know, Gary, believe it or not, a lot of people don't realize, but I used to do a lot of fishing, and if you're actually really competition fishing, fishing is hard work. It can wear you out. It's really hard work. Uh, it really is. And by the way, I wanted to let everybody know. Uh, Now I'm talking about views. Last night I was checking because I was so close to 1 million views on my channel, not subscribers, but views. Last night I looked at my phone. I had 1 million views. Uh, so thanks to everybody like you and everybody that comes in and views, not just subscribers. There's a lot of people comes in as contributed to that 1 million views. but I do appreciate all the subscribers and want a lot more. But I tell people, even if you don't subscribe, just appreciate you coming in here looking. But I made it to, and I know that's not a lot for some people, but for an old country boy like me, I never thought I'd get 1 million views on my channel. So, but I got 1 million views so far, and you don't get no special nothing for it, but it makes you feel better. You know, it makes me feel good.
Gary says throwing around a 2-ounce bait all day is tiring.
It is.
It's unhappy for you.
Uh, but yeah, I thought it was pretty. Here, thank you. Scar ended up toting them off. Uh, but yeah, it's been fun on YouTube, meeting new people, uh, getting to talk to people. I meet people I never would meet otherwise, because uh, like from Africa and Australia and India. I mean, there's so many places that people that I have friends in here. I never would meet people like that if it wasn't for YouTube. Technology is good in some ways, uh, but in some ways, I guess it's not so good. But anyway, that's a matter of opinion, I reckon. Really? Well, it rained yesterday here, didn't it? Yeah, it rained. Remember yesterday morning it rained when I was out here trying to uh, build it. I don't know if you checked that out yet or not, Gary. I done a short yesterday morning. I know you come in here, so you probably seen my big old trash pile over there of scrap. I mean, it was a huge pile. It's been so dry here we couldn't burn. So yesterday morning it just it's rained here last 2 or 3 days. So I set it on fire yesterday morning about between 5 and 5:30. My little short I done, it was really dark. You can see the flame. I thought it looked pretty neat. But anyway, check that out. But now you see it's almost down to nothing. And I had some big chunks in there. So I took that opportunity to burn that. And then I've been putting everything the last couple, well, since yesterday, I've been hauling it over and putting it in so it burn. Because in Arkansas, as people know that live in Arkansas, it's nice this morning and it's rained 2 or 3 days. I think it's supposed to rain some this week. But then again, it's liable to go get hot and not rain for a month. So that's just the way Arkansas is. And this weather this morning is really nice. I'm not kidding. Really nice. Huh? Oh, I thought, uh, what, son? I needed my pencil and I don't know where I got it.
Fred said, I'm from the cornfields of southern Indiana. The
Yeah.
cold front came through last night and it cooled down a lot. Did it cool down for you?
Oh yeah, it's nice. Oh yeah, yeah. Paw Patrol, Paw Patrol. Yes, it is nice this morning. I wish you was here. I was sweating early this morning. Humidity was kind of rough, and that's weird. People don't realize Arkansas. Like this morning at 5 o'clock, 5:30, I was out here. The humidity was terrible, but now it has cooled off, and I was sweating, and now it's kind of chilly. I mean, it's still probably what 70 degrees, probably, but it just feels the humidity ain't no humidity right now, even though it's cloudy, uh, very cloudy, uh, but it ain't no humidity for some reason, and that's what Arkansas is weird. You know what they say with people who live in Arkansas: if you don't like the weather today, just stick around tomorrow because it's going to change. But I gotta go get a drink right here. But anyway, hey, appreciate you, Brian.
What's the background of you? Just a little bit to sum it up.
Okay. Well, my name is Stephen. This is my wife Angelica and my son Gage. I'll be 56 years old. I'm a logger by trade, and I do this sawmilling on Saturdays and Sundays. I work 7 days a week. Me and my wife been married for 2 years, been together 5, and he's almost 3. But anyway, we decided. My wife come across this land in the papers. Hang on, I'm gonna get a drink. Uh, come across this land, this paper, come home and told me. She might have seen it on the internet. I don't know. Facebook. She come told me. She said, told me about the land, down payment, and all that. I said, ah, it's too good to be true. You know, you ain't gonna buy land for that cheaper payments. But we called them, come out here and look. First day I was looking, this was just, at first I just got 3.3 acres, I think, something like that. First day I walked out here and looked, seen 4 or 5 deer out there in my woods back there. So we started out with 3.3 acres, and by the grace of God, we ended up with 10. So, and we're trying to homestead this. We're not living out here full time, but we are staying, like this week, we stayed 3 days Friday night, Saturday night. Yeah, 3 days in the cabin out here this weekend. So I have 8 kids, 18 grandkids. Uh, I'm doing good now, but I had a lot of health problems. A lot. My wife here, she ain't but 31. She stuck by me, you know, like chewing gum, just stuck on me. She took care of me, and she's a pretty good woman, I can tell you. But anyway, and that's basically the story. I work full time logging. I'm a logger, been a logger. I'm a third generation logger. I guess yeah, third generation. My grandpa, my daddy, and me, and then I got another older son. He does logging, so he's the fourth generation logger. So I've been in it all my life as far as logging. I've had this mill for a year now. Well, right at a year. It's a 120 ATM 122. I love it. Uh, Everybody asks me if I do it again. Yes. Now wood miser makes a good meal, but I ain't got the money to go pay $35,000 for a nice size wood miser because I don't cut enough wood for that. And you know, $35,000 is a lot of money to go invest in if you're not going to be cutting that much wood. Now I would like to one day, but I ain't getting no younger, so I got a lot of plans I like to do. I wish I could have done 30 years ago, and so but even at 55, 56, you can still have dreams because hey, I might live another 20, 30 years. So, but anyway, we want to end up out here before pretty sooner than later, and I would like to start making enough money off my YouTube channel and selling lumber because I sell a lot of cedar, and that's why I make my money is off cedar because cedar is so expensive. You don't have to cut as many boards to you have to cut 4 times as many pine boards to make up for, the same number of one board. You have to cut 4 boards nearly of pine to make up for what one board costs for cedar in this part of the country. And I'm actually cheaper. I was talking to people yesterday where they live. Some of these places charging $5 a square foot or a board foot, and I charge half of that. And but yeah, that's that's me. I'm a jack of all trades and a master of none. I do a little bit of everything, but I ain't best at nothing. You know what I'm saying? I can get. I'm a country boy. Like old Hank Williams Jr., country boy can't survive. We can figure out a way to do things. Might not be the correct way, and it might not be the way for everybody, but it works for me.
Curtis said, "Hey, how are you today?
I'm doing fine. How y'all doing?
What part of Arkansas are you from?"
Southwest Arkansas. We live in Southwest. People, you know how Arkansas is. If you live here, you got people say this is Southern Arkansas. Then, you're not in Southern. You're in the Southwest. So we live technically in Southwest Arkansas, which the exact location is Tulip, Arkansas, is where my mill is, and my 10 acres is. That's the exact location. So we're not living out here full time, but we are starting to stay out here a lot more because I got to get a lot of things done. When you got a full time job and then this, and then, my wife works full time. We got a almost 3 year old, and then money, situation you got to do as you can, as you got the money to do. So, but we're going to end up out here. God's going to see the way. Something's going to come up, and we're going, and uh, it's going to happen maybe sooner than what we think. But I got to get a dog pen built because I got 4 dogs. Ain't none of them no high dollar dogs. They all, I call them Russian bear dogs. Rush around the house, bear down on the biscuit. They just, you know, uh, but they're my dogs. Love them. So there's one of them right here. He is a mess. That dog there is he's crazy. But anyway.
Gary said yes, it's beautiful here in Kentucky.
Oh yeah, it is.
Fred said same here. I guess talking about the coolness.
Yeah.
Chris said same here in Indiana. Gary said, well, they say in Kentucky, just wait an hour or two, okay.
Oh yeah. I mean, look, I have absolutely seen it be 70 and 80 degrees one week when you're getting closer to the winter months. It'd be 78 degrees one week, and the very next week you walk outside and it'd be freezing rain. The temperature done dropped up, freezing rain, snowing or something. And I am not kidding y'all. The week before that it'd be what, sunny? I ain't lying. It'd be sunny and pretty, not hot, but just right, 70s. Then the next week it'd be freezing rain. So that's just Arkansas.
Curtis is from Louisiana.
Y'all get a lot of freezing rain down there too.
Yeah, hold on. Gary said kind of like a staycation.
Yeah, yeah.
Brian said, nice. Congratulations, man.
Yeah.
And that's a man that provides for his family, working 7 days a week. Keep it up, and I'll be here for the journey.
Yeah, a lot of people said, well, you need to take time for your family. My wife will tell you, usually this weekend, the funds wasn't right, so we ain't took no little trip. But usually we come out here on Saturdays and I cut and do my live. I cut lumber, do my live, and then we might go, say, up in the Ozarks, up in the mountains, and go live. Last weekend we went up to Pettigene Mountain, which is beautiful, y'all. Watch my video, it's beautiful. And we actually done a hiking, and I've been wanting to do it. I've been up there probably 15, 20 times over my 56 years. And I finally took the leap because my wife, we made a deal. If I'd done that, she'd do something, or we'd go live or something, do it. But anyway, it's excruciating. It takes about 3 hours to do it. Not a natural path. It's rocks. You're going down the mountain to the creek. We went and seen the waterfall. I've seen it up top. It's like 100-foot waterfall. I've seen it from up top, but it wasn't nothing like going actually to it. It was worth it. I can cross that off my so-called bucket list. Finally done it. About 20 years later, I finally done it.
Well, welcome to America.
Yeah. Hey, that's Jet.
Yeah.
Welcome, Jet. I still ain't looked and seen what me and him was talking about yet.
It takes like 2 days.
My wife said it usually takes 2 days for something like that, but I'll let you know as soon as I'm talking to Jet there. He knows what I'm talking about.
Fred asks, how far are you from Texarkana?
Well, from here, well, go ahead. What is he wanting?
Well, there's a bunch of comments.
Oh, okay. Well, what is he wanting?
I don't know. Probably to go all the way to the truck or the house.
Okay. From where we actually living full time at the moment, which is Joanne, it's about 45 minutes from Texarkana. I actually got my loader from a tractor there from a guy that lives Texarkana, Texas. Texarkana, Arkansas, Texarkana, Texas, which he was on the Texas side. I got my loader from there, and but yeah, we're not that far actually. From here, we're a little bit further because we're out of the way. Where I live at in Joanne, the interstate's just right up the road. Here, it's way up the road. So okay. Let me see. Yeah, he has. Yeah. Like I said, and this is not a guilt trip, but I tell everybody about 2 years ago, I had 3 strokes. I had 2 in 1 week. When you come to that part, that intersection in your life, you get to thinking different. I've had people, oh, you're lucky. No, you don't have 3 strokes and still able to do what I do out of luck. It was a higher power, which is God. He seen me through. Because I was out in the middle of the logwoods when I had 1 stroke. So doctors didn't save me out there, y'all. It was probably an hour to the closest hospital. So people can believe what they want. I'm not a Bible thumper. I do believe in Jesus and God. But God saved me. He helped me through it because I had the stroke on the machine I was running, and I got off and went over there to my pickup, and all of a sudden I went blind, and then I couldn't. I was about to fall. My right arm and my left leg just went, limp, and I'm like, I was in trouble. And my boss happened to see me come over and said, "Man, you all right?" I said, "No, I think I'm dying." I really said that because in my mind I thought I was dying. And the stroke don't hurt beforehand. You don't even know it's. You really don't know it's happening till it's happening. And at the moment, I wasn't really hurting in my head, but afterwards, you know, my head just a little bit later felt like it was splitting open, and that's what happened. Artery, the blood. I had to have the surgery on my neck. The main artery going to my brain was like 80% blocked, 80 something percent. So they had to go in there and cut that and clean it out and all that. So I'm doing a lot. Uh, feel good. So it was God that hit me through. So people can believe what they want, you know. All right. Yeah, I was 10 miles southwest of Louisville, Kentucky. I've been to Louisville, Kentucky back when I was driving trucks. Sure have. You know, Louisville, Kentucky is kind of famous place. You see it on a lot of movies. Okay. Uh, okay. I'm trying to catch up. My wife used to do this. My son crashed. She had to the truck or something. Trying to. I can't see. Appreciate that $20 there. I can't see who it is though. It showed up on the screen, but I can't see who it is. I can't. Hey, I'm blind in one eye. I can't see out of the. I need to go get a new set of glasses because these glasses uh, done messed up. They done scratched up. I'm rough on my glasses. Appreciate that. Oh crap! Why not do that every time? Okay, I'm back. Uh, oh, Jet. Hey, Jet. Appreciate that. Now I see who it was. It come up this time, Jet. Sure did. It came up there. Uh, Jet's a very good friend there, y'all. We do a lot of talking. Uh, let me see. My wife might have to catch up on him when she gets here, cause oh, they refund you for it, huh? Well, hey, that was awful nice of them. Let me see. I'm way behind. Let me see. What in the world? Oh, let me see. Okay, I've done got way behind here. Y'all, give me a. I do try to answer all my comments. A lot of people that goes live don't, but I do try to answer mine because you know that's only the polite thing to do. Uh, well, she gonna have to go through. She gonna have to catch up on these when she gets here because they're coming in for got property in Dixon, Kentucky. Appreciate that though, Jet. Really do. Uh, I would be moving there at the beginning of 2025. Okay, Robert. How many acres you got there? Which it don't matter. Hey, you know, I tell people 10 acres ain't a lot, but it's a lot for me. Never thought I'd don't be homesteading on 10 acres. So I'm proud of. I was proud of it when I didn't have a 3 acre. I mean, I'd be proud if I didn't have but an acre out here. I mean, it don't matter. Uh, it's yours. It's yours. Uh, but you know, okay. Nursery skunk. Hey, uncle, remember me from India? Yeah, I remember you. I sure remember you. Okay, well, did he actually do it when you advised him to do it? I hadn't talked to you in a while. Oh, Robert, 20 acres. That's a pretty good little plot you got there. What I like about my 10 acres is it's heavy loaded with timber. All mostly probably 60% pine, all different sizes. I got big pine, small, and then the other rest of it is red oak. It's got some white oak, got some hickory, gum. I think I got a few cherry trees, but I'm not gonna cut my oak. I love my oak. So, all right. Hey, 20 bucks. Look, you know what, Jet? $20 to me is a lot. So don't ever think that $20 ain't a lot these days. Hey, you know, uh, it's it, it's the point that you sent it. That means more than actually the $20. Actually, you know. So, but no, money don't fall from trees. I wish it did grow from trees because I'd be raising a lot of money trees out here. Hey, I can't keep up with it. Here you go. What does he want?
He just wants to go and hang around the cars.
Well, you can't do that. We're busy. You can't do that, son. Come on over here. Well, we can't. We're not over there. We're over here at the sawmill. I don't know if I've kept up with them or not. I'm trying to, but they was just kind of pouring in here. But anyway, my son's over there, y'all, crying because he wants his mama to go over there to the truck or something. Oh, and now he's beating Scar. Scar just sat down beside him and he got mad. Look at him. He knows he's guilty. Look at him. Look at him. See? He's looking at me. He knows he's guilty. Anyway, you didn't bring my pencil back? Yes, ma'am. All right. Let me see. Yep. But anyway, let's get back. I'll try to answer some more of y'all the comments. I'm gonna try to. Looks like it's gonna rain here, is what it looks like. Actually, I don't know if there's a chance to rain tonight, today or not. I know it is some small chances next week. But hey, but a little bit of rain right now helps. Well, she'll be back in a minute. I'll catch up on the comment. Yeah, as y'all notice, I do a lot of measuring. You can't put it back together once you cut it. So, and I do go by my little. I got a gauge up here, but sometimes it might be off a little bit. I trust my eyeballs and my tape measure more than I do anything. Well, I don't know if I trust my eyeballs, but you know what I'm saying. And see, I cut this in real close, so it's got to be exact, else it won't be quite wide, thick enough. Just about right. I'm gonna go up about a 16th, just about one notch there. That log had a little pressure in it. Sure did. Huh. Let me see if it still come out right. A lot of people don't know what I'm talking about. Naturally, some logs grow. They look straight, all but what it is, they can have pressure inside them, just the way God made them. Uh, and then you can't see it, and as you cutting it, the thinner the cant get, or the smaller the cant gets. And I'm gonna move the saw in a minute. So I'm gonna do this. The thing about it is, so, huh? Oh, thank you. The thing about it is, some of them, see, it bowed up. Oh my Lord! You'd think he didn't get a nap out, but heck, he slept all night. Thing about it is, some like this one right here, it bowed up like this. The middle bowed up. It makes the ends drop, and when it does that, I'm gonna measure it here. And this batch of logs I got has been really bad on that. Yeah, it's 3.5 there.
I gotta talk to Daddy. I gotta talk to Daddy.
3.5 here. Right here, where it bowed up a little bit, and I'll keep these for myself. Where it bowed up a little bit, it's like supposed to be 3.5 on each end, 3.5, but it's like three and it was like a little over. I guess it was 3/4, 3 and 7/16, 3 and 9/16.
Can you
3 and 9. Yeah, 3 and 9/16. What? But anyway, but what it is, it's the way that tree grows. Most time you can tell. Is he wanting to go back?
I don't know where he's wanting to go. But
What
if you
did-
want me to read comments, I need you help.
All right, read them. He gonna have to cry.
Okay.
He knows we're busy.
Robert said I got property in Dixon, Kentucky. I'll be moving down there at the beginning of 2025.
Did he scratch him?
I don't know, did he?
No. Boy, you slept on the wrong side of the bed. Yeah, you did. I know you did. Anyway, what? Go ahead and read the comments.
Nursery Skunk said, "Hey Uncle, remember me from India?"
Yeah, I done heard. I done answered all them.
So where were you at?
Let me see why that. Okay. Resource for a living. I hadn't seen. I stayed down to 20 acres, and I think after that, no. Hey, resource for a living. Y'all gonna be doing some milling today? Well, what you gonna be milling? What side of lumber? And Jet, I read Jet. Well, then it's done. You're gonna. It just all went. It's talking about it wasn't much. It's thought 20. That's the thought that counts.
Okay. Nursery Skunk said, "Yes, we didn't sell out the land.
Okay.
I advised him that an international landowner had suggested me to keep the land. He's very adamant on the stock thing and still sold off an acre."
Okay. Well, but that's good.
Gary said, "It's cool down here, little to no humidity, and bluebird clear skies."
There was some geese flew over. They're flying the wrong way for this time of year. They usually fly south for the winter. It's getting closer and closer to winter, but they was flying north. I guess it's
too hot here.
It's daggum hot here. They said, "The heck with this, we going north now, where it's cooler."
Robert said, "It's only a third wooded, 2/3 pasture. I've got apple trees, just planted 8 more apple trees, 0.6-acre pond stocked with fish." Oh, that's nice, Robert.
Well, yeah, our neighbors, we just went by there yesterday, and they actually planted an apple tree. Yeah, my wife wants to plant some fruit trees, but
they still want to mature.
Yeah.
Jet said, "We got the same cloud cover here today, and I thank God for it. This summer has been
It's
brutal.
nice. It is nice.
But we're the survivors after all."
Yeah, it's nice here today. I ain't gonna lie about it. Don't have too many of them here in Arkansas.
Jet said, "God bless America."
Yes.
Gary said, "You ran into that the other day also."
Yeah, on the pressure, Gary, I did look them logs was free, but I had to pay to get them moved here, loaded, because I didn't want to take my tractor way over there to load them, so I had to pay to get them loaded. And I've got several good logs out, and this still be good 4x4s, but it's got like that one looks good, and this one's a little bow. I use it myself. Anytime I cut it, it might not look that bad. They're gonna use it for fence posts. Now, if it was going to be grade lumber, it'd be different. But that this patch, these logs is this log looks straight. I mean, it looked perfectly straight when I started, but they get pressure in them, uh, and they'll do that. And I've cut some that's bowed. You cut the bow out of it, and it's fine. Don't even have pressure inside. It cuts good lumber out once you get it squared up. But then this, like this one here, it's crazy. That's nature for you. So, but anyway.
God dang it, Scar. This guy said, been back 3 times, still ain't cut the board for you.
Oh my Lord, this guy! I've been cutting some boards. I was.
Get it, Gage.
I got a lot of people talking this to me this morning, and I was trying to keep up with them. And I was talking about. Now, see, it don't look as bold as it did. It look like it's kind of going back. I know that's. But now you can, if you put that. Once you cut that, and put weight in the middle and dry it like that and don't move the weight, make sure it's level. When you put that weight there, it'll weigh it down and it'll dry pretty, most time it dries straight. So
this guy said million yet?
Milling, yeah.
Million yet.
Oh, this guy, you wasn't in here a while ago when I was talking about last night. I was looking at my views and I hit 1,000,000 last night sometime or another. I hit 1,000,000 views. Sure did. I'm proud of 1,000,000 views, and it's people like you that's made it possible. I don't get nothing for it, but dang, but knocked upside the head by my son. But it's just a thought that I'd get 1,000,000 views. It's big. Why you crying for? What you got it for? No, don't hit me.
Because Scar had it.
Yeah, you're gonna get a splinter in your hand.
Jet said if you turn the log in the right way, you can cut the bend out, but it takes a long time to learn it.
Yeah, you can, but I was so close on that. If you laid it back up, like if you laid it one way, the ends would be up. If you was trying to get the center right, well, then the ends would be thinner. It just you could make something else out of it, but I was this one so close. It had to be right on 3.5 on my cut. So, but see, a lot of this lumber, these logs yet, I could cut off of that, and that sucker was it would bow even more. The thinner you cut it, the more it bows. It's crazy. Uh, I've dealt with quite a bit of bowed wood, but not as many as I have out of this right here. That wood that I usually haul here is a lot better quality logs.
Gary said it don't look too terrible bad. How much is it off? Well, you don't even want it.
It ain't off. It ain't off about a 16th. Who was that, Gary? Or Gary? It ain't off maybe a 16th. It ain't enough fence post. It ain't enough to hurt. They're not going to be planing it and all that. So
looks like a 1/2 inch bend.
Yeah, I don't think it's that much. But it just so happened as it was bowing and I was cutting. I have had on a bow so quick and so bad, you'll be a 1/2 inch thinner one spot than you would the other. But this one actually is not bad.
This guy says hard learning, he'll be fine.
See that in 3.5.
Sportsful Living said pine and said we're trying to mill for a tiny home build for next year.
Oh, okay. Okay, what building out of pine? They say pine or what? What?
Well, that's where they were milling. They said pine.
Oh, okay.
I guess pine. They said we're starting to mill.
It's close
for next year.
Yeah.
Okay, Gage. This guy said 48 degrees here right now.
48. That is cold. What is?
Gary said nothing's free, not even a hard.
No, it's not. Y'all, my son, it seems like every time we get busy is when he starts acting up. Now, if we got off of the live and just sat around, he'd go play and wouldn't even bother us. But as soon as we go back live, he's doing that. So. Oh, heck.
Gary said, I bet that God glued lumber is beautiful if you finish it.
It is, and it's I'm not even talking to this one guy anymore on Facebook. We've been going back and forth. He said he's been in this 35 years, what he said. And I can here tell you, if he's been in this 35 years, he didn't learn nothing in 30 years because he'd been talking about blue lumber was inferior, wasn't no good, and all that. So we had a heavy discussion. And I gave him all these websites by professionals that's been studying this wood, and that's their profession, to study the wood. And it's not people like me; it's actually professionals, colleges like the University of Michigan, several places like that knows a whole lot more than me and him. He does, and they talk about blue lumber. It's nothing, Now the blued part will soak up a little bit more moisture than the regular pine, but that's all it is. They're proving that it don't hurt. It's not inferior. It don't hurt the strength. They also say you could build structure out of it. So a lot of people say, "Oh, it ain't no good. You just put it in the house." No, actually, if it ain't treated wood, I don't care if it's blued or not. It's going to rot if you put it on the ground. Because that's one of the things he said. It'll rot. I said, okay, I can get you the best pine board in the country. If it ain't treated and you put it in the ground, it's going to rot. That's just pine if it's not treated. So anyway, I done all these websites, put them on there, pictures of them where he could go to. He said, well, that's just your opinion. You're not showing no proof. This is what this guy said now. You're not showing no facts. I said, really? I'm not showing facts. I gave you just every time I go on there, because I do a lot of studying on internet on things that I need to know more about. So put all these places, professionals, forestry departments and everything else. And he said, I gave you the facts. I said, where's your facts? I said, show me one website that talks against blue lumber, says it's no good. Show me one website, put it up on where everybody can see it. Let me see it where I can go to it and read it, because I'll be the first one. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And anyway, he ain't showed me no facts anywhere. He's told me his facts. He said, I'm giving you the facts. I said, no, you're giving me your opinion. Uh, that's not facts. I can say anything that's not a fact. But if I can show you, now, if he comes up with one place out of 100 places that says it ain't no good, I think I'd trust the other 99 places. So he's pointing at something. He wants something.
Yeah, he wants me to walk.
No, he don't. He wants that Coke or something.
Hold on just a second.
So,
Jet said, $1 million, that's awesome.
Yeah.
This guy said, that's awesome, man. They're sending you 5 suckers for the dog.
Hey, he had over 5 suckers yesterday. He loves suckers, and he actually eats the sucker off the stem. But anyway, but what was
Gary said, heck, I look forward to hanging out and talking to y'all when I can. I think a lot of y'all.
Yeah, hey, like I said, I welcome anybody to come and meet us. When you come and meet me, what you see here is what you're gonna get when you come and meet me. I'm the same person. I might be a little funnier, try to make more jokes, and that's about it. My wife, she don't laugh at me very often. Every now and then I'll say something funny she laughs at. But
They said once you figure out the bend, you can turn it and cut along the bow.
Yeah.
Adopt the bow instead of the bow taking control.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But
he said, I honestly don't know how I know that.
No, he's actually right. Cause I've done studying on that too. Watched other sawyers, but it takes more work to do it. And these are fence posts, so I'm not too much worried about them. Even if uh, may not give I may not give them to them, but I use them myself. I ain't gonna throw it away. That's for sure.
This guy said, "Oh, 35 years ain't learned a dang thing."
Yeah, that's what I told him, and I straight out told him. I might have told him in a little bit meaner way than what I told y'all because he kept saying 35 years, 35. It's a shame to tell anybody anywhere that I've been doing this for 35 years and I don't know a darn thing. I don't know nothing about it. Can't prove that what I'm saying is right. He showed no proof. And he said, well, blued lumber, what we call blued, some of it's dark, blued lumber, he said, it's a mold. I said, actually, it's a fungus, which technically, I guess fungus and mold is almost the same, but it's a non-decaying fungus. See, that's what I've told him. Do your studies. Go to these places that does the study on this. Don't tell me what you think. Tell me what's facts, because he's giving a bad name for that lumber. And he hurts a lot of people to cut it. And by the way, these mills cannot keep enough of it. They're begging for it now. Blue lumber is getting to be one of the highest priced pine lumber you can buy now. People loves it, especially once they figured out it wasn't nothing wrong with it after stop listening to people like him. I mean, but anyway, it's a non-decaying fungus. What leaves that fungus is the larva from the beetles that killed the tree. Or if the tree died, beetles got in it. It's the larva they leave, and uh, that's what the larva leaves behind. It's a fungus that turns its color. As you can see, this one, look at that. Look at them colors there, babe, right there.
Yeah,
That's
I was
that's
there thinking, what about
that's
putting blue lumber up in our house?
that's beautiful right
Blue
there.
pine in our house.
But anyway, it's a non-decaying fungus, and what happens when you cut this board and dry it the fungus is not actually not harmful to you either. Even right now, it's not harmful. Mold, regular mold is. What? It's okay. Let him have that chair. He can tear it up. I don't care. Your mama broke it by sitting in it. It's rotten.
I did not break it by sitting in it.
It's rotten. Yeah, I know you. Yeah, I did. It fell. Y'all should have seen that. She wouldn't let me turn the camera around that day because it was kind of fun. But anyway, when you cut it and you put it out to dry, it kill. Your bugs are gone, and it kills the fungus, and then the color just stays there forever. But the thing about it is, uh, he went to talking about that. I said, well, if you want something that's bad for you, just go buy some treated lumber. Actually, treated lumber is very poisonous to animals and humans. If a kid, most time you put it on foundation, so animals is not going to be licking on it. Kids it's not going to be. But see, what I'm getting at, these places are starting to chemically blue lumber, trying to imitate God-based blue lumber by nature. They're trying to imitate it, and I was doing some study on it, and it's really poisonous. And people's putting it in their houses, and they said don't let your kid, uh, lick on it and stuff. Well, 2 and 3 year old kids tell them not to, they're going to. So it's actually it's bad for you. So, but this fungus is not even poisonous to you. So, uh, you know, it's whatever a person wants. But I can go on and show you several websites that a person can go look it up. So, but anyway, he seems he couldn't find a website that says it's inferior. Apparently, because he never showed me one.
Gary said, I tend to listen to those that have real world experience in a trade, Mr. Law.
Well, like I tell everybody, don't listen, don't go by what I tell you. If I know something, I tell you. I've seen it done, I've done it, and it worked. But if I'm trying to prove a point to somebody, I want a place to go where I can actually tell them to go and do the homework on it, do the studying on it, and they'll find out what I'm saying is right or wrong. If it's wrong, you come back and tell me. I say, okay, you're right. I was wrong. But like that guy, I just got tired of looking at websites and places talking about blue lumber being it's fine and all that, and you can actually use it for structural wood and this and that. There's nothing wrong with it. The mold is not a hazard to your health. The mold does not hurt the wood. Now we talking now. I guess he might have been talking. Maybe he was silly enough to been talking about rotten wood, or wood that's rotten. It's a difference than rotten wood and blue stained wood. I mean, you got to have common sense to know which is different. So, and a mold from rotten wood is different than the fungus in blued lumber. So,
Gary said, I've seen a time or two in cedar, I think.
yeah, it's we have the pine beetles here very common, just like the sugar pines. A lot of people don't know it, but I think it's short leaf or long. But the old growth pine here is similar to your sugar pines up. Where is Forrester at? Wilson Forrester at?
I have no idea.
Get where he's at. But they have sugar pines. They look the same, and I was actually reading on them too. Uh, they're pretty good pine. Down here, what we call the old woods pine is the strongest pine. And I actually found out, Gary, I didn't think we had white pine. And I think somebody come in here one time, and I don't remember who it was, said we had white pine, and I said no, I don't think we do. So I was wrong, and he was right, whoever it was. But we don't have white pine down in this part of Arkansas. It's very north part of Arkansas. We got up there closer to Missouri and stuff. They actually have white pine. Uh, and white pine is actually it's not quite as stout as the old southern yellow pine, what they call yellowwood, but it it don't bow as easy. When it dries, it stays flat better. So I did find that out. So like I said, I'm always reading stuff. But we do have some white pine here in Arkansas.
This guy said, I like talking with you guys. You help me with the devil young I've been coursing with.
Appreciate it. Gage, you need to go on and play. We have 10 acres. We have 10. Go to the truck, see what he wants out of the truck.
There's nothing in the truck.
Let put him in the
I've opened all the doors.
put him in the truck and let him take off down the road. Then I don't care if that'd make him quit crying. He can't go nowhere. It's a dead end.
I've opened all the doors.
What do you want out of the truck? I go get it. What do you want? What? Show me what you want. I'll be back, y'all. You want this mic? Cause I'm gonna go. Wait, hang on.
I can't answer no questions.
Cause yeah. Let's go. I'll be right back, y'all.
Sorry, guys. Gage has been giving us the time this morning. I don't know what's wrong with him. Oh, that'd be a lot better because I know you guys don't want to hear me talk. Oh, but if you look on our community page on our post, I did post like the 4 logos or little mock-ups that I've done. So if you guys can kind of tell me what you like, what you don't like, I would greatly appreciate that. In the truck. Oh, Daddy's gonna get Gage Oreo. So Gage does not eat the Oreos. He just eats the cream in the middle. He'll open it up, lick the cream out, then throw the cookie. He doesn't eat the cookie unless he ain't got nothing to eat. Then he'll come back and eat the cookie. But Gage just eats the cream. And Steven gets mad at him, but Steven also told me he did that when he was little. So what about you guys? Do you eat the whole Oreo? Or are you the person who just eats the cream? Or do you like eat, or some people I know they eat the cream, they put the Oreo back together, and then they eat the Oreo. I eat the Oreo whole. Gage just looks cream out. I'm gonna try Steven. In the front! Anywho, but if you guys can check out those logos and just kind of give me some thoughts. Gage even does peanut butter crackers like that too. He just licks the peanut butter, like when he has the crackers, he just licks the middle out of the crackers and then throws the cracker away. I don't know. He's a peculiar little child. Yes, Lee, milk and cookies. I love my Oreos with milk. That's like the best. That dog is. The dog is giving us a time. Yeah, and that's so crazy. I don't know what it is about. Gage just licks the middle out and he doesn't want the cookie unless he has nothing else to eat. Like I say, he does it with peanut butter crackers too. Yeah, I eat the cookie whole. I want the whole cookie. I want the whole experience of the Oreo.
Scar, come here and put him up in the tractor seat. Don't fall on that stuff there. Get back.
We're talking about how to eat Oreos.
Now you can eat your crackers. I'm gonna put this right here. You let Mama know when you want another one. Maybe Scar won't get up there.
Okay, let's go back.
I definitely need to, huh? Definitely need to get the pen built so Gage can't even eat his little crackers without Scar trying to get his crackers. All right, I'm gonna go ahead.
This guy said, "Man, that guy got you spinning about blue lumber." Yeah, this guy, he's pretty obsessed with that. He said, "I'm gonna show you something I got."
Well, because he a lot of people thinks it's bad because of people like that. Don't spread untruth about stuff. If you don't know what you're talking about and can't prove, and why is it become up one of the up and coming? It's most. I just read it last night again. There's a lot of places it's charging the crap out of blue lumber. They can't keep enough of it.
Jet said, "Mama didn't break the chair. It was a pork crescent shell. I
Yeah,
didn't break the chair.
no, that
It
chair
rained
was
and it
rotten.
rained and all that.
That chair was rotten. I will say that. It's been sitting out here, sunshine, and Arkansas sun is bad.
Lee said, "Hi all. Did we do Chinese food?"
No, Lee, there you are. There you go. There you go. Mm, again, thanks you done forgot about it. But I tell you what I did do last night, Lee. I did uh, cook some pork chops and hamburgers, and look here, I even tried something else. The steamed vegetables you get in the bag. You're supposed to steam them. So we put them on the Blackstone grill, and I done it like that. And I have to say, it was pretty good. So we had pork chops, hamburgers, and steamed vegetables last night for supper. Come out pretty good. It done pretty good. So, but yeah, we ain't went to Chinese yet.
Yeah, throw down. Um, Jet said, "Fudge. I forgot to dip my line today. Be right back.
Hey, we got to do is live.
Dip my line."
Oh, uh, but yeah, but it's okay. I didn't really get upset with the guy. I was just I didn't know I was supposedly, and then I looked at his page and it has no words about no lumber or any sawmilling or nothing on his page. Anything. It's got other stuff, and
Get down,
you
Scar.
know, most time if somebody's been doing this stuff for 35 years, it's going to have something on their page about wood. You know, actually doing woodwork and stuff like that. He had none of that.
Jet
So,
said, "When you know, you know."
but and actually, I found out a lot about blue lumber since I've been studying it. So,
James Chambers said, "Howdy."
howdy, how you doing?
Gary said, "Sound like he was talking right out the crack of his butt."
I told him that, y'all. I did. I mean, I actually
He's
more or
okay.
less told him that, and then another guy come on and said he was building, uh, putting it up on siding on some kind of barn. He said the blue part does soak up a little bit more moisture, which that is a fact. It will soak up a little bit more moisture. But I also told him dried lumber, dried pine, if you put it on outside, it's going to soak up anyway water. Just is if it ain't been painted or anything like that. It's dried. It's going to soak up more water. But actually, the blue part on the blue lumber will soak up a little bit more water than naturally that's not blue. That is a fact. He was right, and I told him that. But I also told him if he pays attention, if you put really dry lumber up, pine lumber on the outside, and it rains, it's going to soak up moisture, which the blue will soak up a little bit more moisture. So go ahead.
Jet said, "Mr. Laws, there's nothing like the experience of doing something wrong."
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, I do a lot of things wrong. Uh, And if I don't know something, I'm gonna do research to make sure I actually know, get it right. And I figure people that's actually researched it for years, these, forestry departments and I'm not saying every college is right, but you got colleges that they have a special, deal that does that. And, you know, I actually tend to take their word over somebody that supposed to been doing it for 35 years and don't know nothing. So, but anyway,
Jet said, "We have yellow pine here."
okay.
He said, "Get the driving." Probably when you told Gage to
Yeah.
the truck.
See, y'all see he's quiet, ain't crying. Daddy knows what he wanted. Hey, sweets is always good for a 3-year-old. Ain't that right, son? Uh
This
huh.
guy said he's young.
Yeah.
Kids gonna be kids. My dad used to tell us kids just about it.
Yeah, I know, but I have I have some people come on here rude that talks that talks about crap stuff. So
Fred said give that child some tools and tell him not to take the lawnmower apart.
he sure do it. He gets him a tool. He gets him a tool bag. Works on everything.
Mm. Curtis said you're one and a half. I guess 1.5 hours from where I live.
1.5 hours. So he lives actually in Arkansas somewhere here. Who is that, Curtis?
1.15 minutes.
Okay, he must live up northern part of Arkansas. What? That's fine. Yeah, he can eat it. He can eat it. I'm gonna get
I
this.
guess Louisiana.
Oh, Louisiana. Okay, that's about right. I'm gonna.
This guy said my kid too little S's. I get to call him all the time.
Yeah, I know what the S stands for.
Oh, we were talking about how do you eat Oreos? How do you eat Oreos?
Yeah, why did you even bring that up for? I don't know where. I guess Gage took after me on some things. Well, the good looks, being very smart, and mechanically inclined, and he eats his Oreo cookies just like I do. My mom and daddy used to get on to me when I was a kid
Do you
because
throw in the cookies like Gage?
no, Gage was eating the cookies the other day.
Because he didn't have nothing to eat.
Uh, I was always bad, and Lord, God sent double stuffed Oreo cookies, y'all. I remember when they first come out because I break the cookies open and eat the cream out of them. And boy, when they come up with double stuff, oof, I loved them because they was really thick cream.
Yeah, you didn't buy double stuff.
No, I didn't see none.
I did last time.
Yeah, but anyway,
Gary said Annabelle is the exact same way. LOL. She eats the middle and leaves the cookies. I eat
yeah,
the whole thing and drink milk.
yeah. Oh, see, I look get a glass of sweet milk, get an Oreo cookie, and you can't just dunk it and eat it. You gotta dunk it in there, set for a minute, let it get soaked up really good. Did take a bite of it. Oh, and I I don't know where I started doing that. I guess maybe watched my daddy do it because they did have Oreo cookies even way back. Actually, I think it was better back then. But anyway,
They make like the 50s, aren't they? I mean,
yeah.
for a long time.
But I love Oreos and milk. And I tell you something else I like, y'all. It's weird. Have y'all ever cooked cornbread in the oven and crumble the cornbread up in your sweet milk? Oh, I'm telling you, that is. I know it's going to sound gross, y'all, but it's good. Now my daddy done buttermilk and cornbread. I can't stand buttermilk. It makes me sick just to smell it. And when I was a kid, I was bad about my mom and daddy taught me a lesson. When I was a kid, I was about just run to the ice box. What? Moo! And I would open the ice box up and just drink out of the jug. And that would just irritate my mom and daddy. Actually, I got several spankings over that. And I'd run in there. If it was ice cold water, I'd drink it out of jug. Milk, I loved milk, drink it straight out of jug. So they said, well, since spankings ain't gonna work, we'll come up with a way to solve that. And me, I wasn't very old. I ran in there one day and didn't even look at the milk in the jug. It said sweet. I looked at the jug and it's sweet milk. And I'm telling you, when I say I couldn't stand buttermilk, it'd make me sick just the taste of it. So they said, well, we're going to teach you. So they filled up a jug, one of the regular sweet milk jugs, with buttermilk. I ran in there, boy, slung that ice box. Oh my Lord, got sick right there. And I never entered the ice box again, just drinking out of the jug. I'd get me a glass like I was supposed to, and I'd get the jug and pour it in the glass. And there you could actually see what you was drinking in. So they that was a good they was pretty smart on that because that taught me. But anyway, I know y'all didn't want to hear about all that, but I
Lee
just
said milk and cookies. Jay said Oreos. Yes. Gary asked how I was this morning. I'm fine. Besides my 7 a.m. wake up call.
yeah. Y'all what I done, I was down here and I'd walk back to the cabin, open the door. I'd say, "Wake up, sunshine," and she'd raise up. And then I'd take off, and then I'd come back down here and fiddle around doing stuff because I was out here early. Then I'd go back because I could see through the window. I couldn't see no movement. I'd go back to the window, and at that point, the second time I done it, my son woke up, and I walked back there and opened the door, stuck my head in. "Wake up, sunshine," and she'd wake up, and then y'all could see the face she'd give me. It was not a pretty sight. she was like really mad. I think I done that 4 times. And then Gage finally he started laughing, and he was in his diaper, and went to gathering up toys. He was ready to go out then, nothing on, barefooted, diaper on, nothing. He was ready to go. I said, "No, you can't. Mama got to get you dressed." And so finally she got up, and I done drunk 2 or 3 cups of coffee this morning. I woke up this morning, got out of bed about actually got out of bed about 4. Woke up about 2. Uh, couldn't sleep. So anyway, I was out here again early this morning. Thought something done happened to my dog because he's usually right there at the doorstep when I walk out, and he's following me. So I was out here in the dark walking down the gravel road because we had some unusual traffic last night here, and I walked down this road to the end. Walked down that road. It was some people over in the field with lights on. I didn't know what they was doing. Then they was then a few minutes ago I heard them shooting guns, or about an hour ago they were shooting guns back over there, and that's fine because we're out in the country. It's certainly in. Yeah, it is a hunting lease down there. But anyway, I thought might have done shot my dog or something. And y'all, for the people who don't know me, I love God, my family, and I love my animals. I don't like people being mean to my animals. So I was getting upset. It was dark. I had my headlight on. I mean, it was pitch black. And I walked down, couldn't find him, was hollering for him. And I guess he was up and under the house, but he was laying right close to the generator. And I guess he couldn't hear me hollering for him. So anyway, I done gave up walking and walked back, and I happened to see some eyeballs. And they didn't look like his eyes. I thought it was a raccoon at first. And then I got to see. I said, "Well, you joker." He's probably sitting there watching me walk and look for him. Anyway, yeah, he's probably laughing at me, but he's fine.
Lee said Stephen probably has him duct taped to a log.
Oh, he needs to be duct taped to the log.
Gary said, "I love y'all. Y'all are a hoot."
Yeah, I love life, Gary. Uh, I just love life. I just love waking up every morning and seeing another day. Uh, people say, well, when you die, you go to a better place. Well, I know that, but still, I love being around my family. I like to be around them a few more years before I go to the better place. Because to me, this right here is like, I know it's not heaven, but to me, it's my small piece of heaven with my son, my wife, and me. I love it out here. So it's a small piece of heaven there. Like I said, it ain't much, but it's going to be ours. And I'm doing it all for my wife and my son. That's what it all. It's not for me so much as it is for them. So, but anyway, that's that. And guess I better get this cut.
Just said, hey, at the tape holes at work.
Yeah, yeah.
Gary said, I ever get a chance, I'm coming to Arkansas.
Hey, yeah, sure drop by here because I I don't drink much. I don't know if you drink beer. I might drink a beer every now and then, but I'll give you a Pepsi or a Dr Pepper. If I'm cooking, I'll feed you. If I ain't cooking, if you want something to eat, I'll cook you and feed you whatever I got. So.
Jason asks, how old are you?
Who?
Jason.
Jason, I am 55. I'll be 56 in November. My birthday is November the 19th. I'll be 56. My son's birthday is in October. He's just going to be 3 October the 13th.
We're going to go ride a train.
We're going to go up to Branson, Missouri, because he loves trains. And we went up to Queen Wilhelmina Mountain. They got a train there, a small train, but you can ride it. It's a little gas train. We all rode it. It was like 2 mile track around the track, but he loved it. How'd that train go, son? Choo choo. What was the other horn? Bonk bonk. Y'all, I don't know if y'all can hear him, but anyway, me and him, we're the hoot. I was right in front of all them people, and I was bonk bonk choo choo. I big kid with my son. I don't care. I really don't. See, that thing about me, I am who I am. Don't matter how many people around. I'm going to be me. So might embarrass my wife sometimes, but I don't care.
Lee said, "Oh, so you're a chef. Also, come on, please. Next, we're gonna see you cooking. Can't wait."
Well, I cooked. Last night I got on here, done a live last night, and I got to talking so much it messed around, got dark on me. I was cooking in the dark. Had to have my light shining on my food, but cooked breakfast yesterday morning. Well, the last 2 mornings, except I ain't cooked breakfast yet, but I done it live. It's not a fancy deal by no means. It's the Blackstone and just old country cooking. But we cooked bacon and scrambled eggs yesterday morning, and we've got the light bread. My wife said, "Oh, we ain't got no bread." She said, "Well, I got a hot dog bun. I mean, hamburger bun." I said, "Baby, go get it. That's bread. Don't matter. It's round and light bread square."
But you was mad about the sandwiches though.
Because I want my sandwich on square bread.
Anywho, Jed said if you build a cabin, make sure you build a basement first because tornadoes are real, and you'll be glad you have it after it's done.
We have lots of tornadoes here in Arkansas. Lots of tornadoes. Uh,
I'm gonna go sandwich up in the sister storm shelter.
yeah, in the town right outside. I live in Joanne, right outside of Arkadelphia, Arkansas. Way, I don't know if it was about 15 years ago, 20. There was a F5 tornado. The tornado was actually a mile wide at the bottom, at the base down there, where it actually was on the ground. It was a mile wide, one of the biggest tornadoes ever hit Arkansas. It tore up some stuff, y'all. It went up right along the Washita River that comes out. The Washita River is right. Arkadelphia is built right alongside the Washita River, and that storm followed that Washita River. They say tornadoes and storms like to follow bodies of water, but that was a huge tornado. Luckily I wasn't there. Huge tornado. It was one of the biggest ever to hit Arkansas. The wind was up around 200 mile an hour. They said it just destroyed whatever and luckily, I don't think maybe one person killed. I mean, that's one too many, but it didn't. It hurt some people, but only one I think got killed. And I think the story was he was coming outside the post office when it hit. Um,
You okay?
you okay?
You got that wrong pipe?
But anyway, but we have a lot. We just had a few tornadoes couple of weeks ago, hit right outside Arkadelphia over there. I went outside and watched them come over Joanne in the daytime. I've watched that we'd be in a tornado. Uh, First you'd be a warning, then a watch. Uh, I've actually seen funnel clouds. It never touched down exactly where we is at, but yeah, I've actually watched tornadoes here in Arkansas. We have a lot of them. Not as bad as Texas, but close.
Well, he said it's a duct tape over his mouth. Jen said he got the duct tape off. Reapply, reapply. Gary said Annabelle says good morning, y'all. She's here with me now. Hi,
Hey,
Annabelle. Good
hey.
morning.
Uh,
Jet said Oreos. Jet said cornbread and milk. Yum.
oh, you finally got somebody to eat milk and cornbread. Boy, I like it kind of cooked, little the bottom little crispy, and you crumble that stuff, put in that milk, and I take me a spoon or whatever, and I eat. Well, y'all, I'm telling you, it's good.
Jed said buttermilk is fine for cooking if you don't drink it.
No, and there's a lot of people here in the South actually drinks buttermilk. Uh, yeah, I eat buttermilk biscuits. Some of the best milk biscuits you ever put in your mouth is the buttermilk biscuits. But I cannot drink. No, no. I don't even know why anybody would drink it. But there's a lot of people that drinks it.
Taylor said good morning, Laws.
Hey Taylor, there's my old buddy right there. That's my actual guy. I mean, I worked with is Taylor. Uh, I actually get to see him all the time. We worked together up until well, not anymore. Uh, he done a smart thing. He quit out there where I was working together, and he went back to his old job, which was my opinion very smart move he made. But anyway,
Yeah, Taylor ain't got a real job.
no, well, he went back to yeah, he went back to where he was at and making a lot more money. So
Lee said stop. Nutter butter, peanut butter cookies and milk. That's heaven.
yeah, I've never had that, but I'm sure it is. I bet Taylor's I bet he's ate Oreo cookies and milk, hadn't you, Taylor?
Well, Steven likes nutter butters, but I guess you never had one with milk.
No, I've never with milk, but I do love Nutter Butter. But they're not good. So a lot of things since what's that fat they call the fat they take out all this stuff now.
Oh, trans fat.
That trans fat of some stuff they claim they take out of it, and stuff is just not don't taste the same as it used to. Uh, but I love moon pies. My wife bought me some moon pies the other day. She bought me banana, uh, chocolate, and, and chocolate caramel,
Salted caramel.
salted caramel. I ate them boxes up. It was like 5 or 6 in a box. They are close to as good as they used to be, but I don't think they taste as good as they used to either.
Lee said they're probably eating all the dogs in the neighborhood. Jet said I tried fishing this morning and the wind blew the lure back to me. I'm gonna try again later.
Well, that wasn't a good sign. That was telling you that hey, that might have saved you from something happening to you. Something could have happened. That might have been a sign. You know.
Gary said I can't drink it. I feel like I'm drinking snot when
Let
I'm
me have a cigarette.
lumps.
Well, and it's a lot of people don't realize it's clabbered milk is all it is, but they call it controlled clabbered milk. Clabbered milk is clabbered milk. I don't give a darn how you control getting it clabbered. It's still clabbered milk. That's all it is. I call it burnt milk, but the buttermilk is what they call clabbered, controlled burnt milk. I mean, I don't know, but anyway.
Taylor said I want some breakfast now.
Taylor, I cooked breakfast out here yesterday. You missed it. Probably cooked some in a little bit. Last night we cooked. I don't know if you heard what ago, but I cooked hamburgers and pork chops. And I actually we had some steamed vegetables that you're supposed to steam. But my wife had the idea. She actually had the idea, and I actually cooked it. But she had the idea. Them jokers was good. We put them on that Blackstone grill we got. Hey, they was good. I had hadn't even eaten on the pork chops yet. I had a hamburger, and I said, "Well, she just made me a hamburger." My wife, I have a very good wife. She made my hamburger, and I'll bring it to me. But I said, "Where's my vegetable?" "Oh, you want vegetables with the hamburger?" I said, "Yeah, I want to try it." Hey, I ate them before I ate my hamburger. Almost got full off of them. It was good, really good.
Gary said vanilla ain't too awful bad either.
Love vanilla.
Jet, probably the moon pies.
Yeah.
Jet said things used to taste richer, definitely.
Well, yeah, they use good old fashioned sugar.
These days, everything is watered down and tasteless.
Yeah, that trans fat or whatever. Taylor, have you been? By the way, have you got over that tick fever? Fully got over it yet? Y'all, this my buddy here. They thinks it was tick fever, and he did get a bunch of ticks off of them. Out we're loggers, you get ticks on you. And you can't just spray off on you because you sweat and everything else. That stuff don't work when you're working. About the best thing for ticks, actually in the woods. My daddy taught me this back when I was. But let me before I tell that, he got really sick. I mean, really sick, and took him. And I don't know if he's got over it fully yet or not. But he was pretty sick there, y'all, for a while. That tick fever ain't no joke. But I tell you what, my daddy used to use, what we used to use back in the woods, and Taylor knows what I'm talking about. He's probably done. We used to take a little diesel, put it on your pants legs just a little bit, and then take a rag, diesel, because diesel sticks around. Put it on your pants legs a little bit down there, on your socks, and a lot of times on your gloves there. Put it around your gloves a little bit there. Just take a rag, and it wouldn't have much trouble out of ticks. But see, like Taylor, like me, he run a machine, but he would have to get off of the machine and get out on the ground. And I think Taylor is a tick magnet because he got more ticks off of him and than anybody else did. I think some people ticks love some people. My daddy never would get a tick on him, and I'd be walking in the same place he would, and I'd get ticks on me. He wouldn't get a tick on him, so I. But anyway, did Taylor answer back?
No. Gary said, "You're right, Mr. Laws. Big old cat head buttermilk biscuits.
Yeah.
Ooh wee, man.
Them was good. And when I first found the first buttermilk was from my grandma, and I didn't know it was made out of buttermilk. And some people's got it in their head, like sour cream. I don't like sour cream, just eating sour cream.
Mayo and cream cheese.
Yeah. I don't like mayo and cream cheese. I just can't eat it. But if it's cooked in stuff, I can eat it. But anyway, after I found out it was buttermilk, I'm like, oh, I ain't eating them no more. Then I got thinking, well, them pretty daggum good. So I love them big old buttermilk. We call them cat head biscuits. So
Jet said Diesel does a trick. Yes, sir. It keeps ants and flies away too.
yeah, it does. And like everything else, diesel and gas was a lot different 20 years ago. I remember the first unleaded gas that I put in my vehicle, and everything was carburetors back then. Didn't have fuel injected except for diesel engines. But the first gas I ever put in I had an old '67 Ford. It was a 300 6 cylinder in it and carburetor. And carbureted, you had to set your jets for different octanes. Like even back then, if you lived up north part of the United States, the air is thinner and colder, and it had to be everything. Their vehicles was set different than ours. But anyway, I put a tank of unleaded in there because regular gas, what we had called regular gas, good old leaded gas, about 100 octane right out of the pump. No, it was like 98, something like that. You can't hardly buy 98 octane anymore. So I think unleaded, it was like 86, 87 octane. Well, my daggum engine started knocking. Boy, you get on, got home and told Dad, so I think my motor's blowing up. It's sounding real funny. He said, well, what'd you do? I said, it was getting where you couldn't buy regular gas, leaded gas. That's at the time where everybody was changing over. The government decided unleaded was better. So he ended up helping me. My daddy was a very good mechanic. He adjusted the air on my carburetor and all that, and got the labor knock is what they called it out of it from that old cheap. Well, I call it, even the gas unleaded is cheap gas. That's what just say it what it is. It's cheap gas. A lot of this, like this thing right here, you ain't even supposed to run unleaded in it. There's ain't enough octane. But anyway, so I remember when that went on. So what I was getting at, even gas ain't as good now as what it used to be. You can buy the best. A lot of people don't know it, but when you go to a store, when I first found out this, I seen a truck out there. It was a fuel truck. He was putting gas out of the same truck into the good gas, and he said they mix two gases together right there on the spot, unloading it to make you out your premium unleaded. I'm like, okay, but anyway, uh, I don't I don't see that. But anyway, you don't know what you're buying anymore. Anyway, you might pay high dollar for premium, and it may not be, but just like off road diesel and highway fuel. Okay, if you get caught running highway off road fuel in a highway truck, you get a big fine. Do y'all know the only thing really different in off road diesel and on road diesel is the color, the dye they put in it. They say the sulfate or something in it's a little different. I don't think it truly is. That's not a fact. That's opinion. But to me, actually, the off road fuel burns better than uh, the highway fuel. But it's the dye in it. When they check your tank, that's what they check. They don't check the sulfate in it, whatever they call it. They check for the color. And if the color's off, well, you're going to get a big ticket. You're going to get shut down right there until you drain that out of your tank. So anyway, it's all government stuff. That's all government way they make money. So
Gary
anyway.
says spray your clothes with permethrin. I'm pronouncing that wrong. May not be spelled right, but they use it for cattle and absolutely works for ticks.
Okay.
Do you know what that is?
No, I probably do if I seen it.
I'm probably pronouncing it wrong.
Oh yeah, I've never used it, but I know you can go to Atwoods and find that stuff. Off actually was good back in the day when it had deep, a lot more deep, what they call deet in it. Uh, but now, like everything else, the government stepped in. You can't get because they say that was too high a percentage of DEET, which is what deflected ticks and mosquitoes. They said it was too much. It was harmful for people's health. Everything you do now is harmful for your health.
Winston Chapper said, "Hey, you're live again.
Hey, Winston.
I enjoyed your live last time."
Yeah, I've just been supposed to be cutting up wood, but I've been running my mouth this morning. I get it. I get to doing live, and then I get all my regulars coming in here, and like Gary and Jet and all of them. And I get to talking, and I just I do more. I'm fixing to cut this here in just a second, but been wrestling with my son this morning. He's woke up on the wrong side of the bed, I guess. Uh, I was I was telling a little story how I woke my wife up this morning. I was really irritating her, but I knew if I irritated her enough, she'd either get up and run after me to beat me up, or she'd get up, and it worked. She didn't beat me up, but she got up. Probably should have caught me. She'd beat me up, but anyway. No, my wife ain't like that. Uh, But anyway,
Upcott Homestead. Hey
hey,
guys.
hey, we hadn't didn't see you yesterday.
Hey guys, Shayla here this time. Dakota forgot he was off today and went back to sleep.
Yeah, I'm off today
Come
too.
on, Stars.
Uh, we've been having a good time in here conversating. Uh,
He's worried about Scar over there.
my son slept good last night, but he didn't wake up in a good mood this morning. And now Scar, our dog, is out in the woods hurting us, but he's scared that Scar is going to get hurt out in the woods, and that's what. Okay, Scar is fine out there. Let him go. He'll quit aggravating us now. Let him go. He ain't going nowhere. But anyway, I couldn't wait. I couldn't find my dog. That's another story. I ain't gonna go over that story because everybody in didn't heard it. But anyway, I found my dog. But because I was worried that something done happen to him.
Gary said, "I don't use ethanol-based gas. I don't care if the government says it's on or not. Motors aren't designed to run on moonshine."
No, that ethanol is. I bought a brand new Ford. It was flex fuel, and I I tried that ethanol gas, E85, the actual stuff, and my fuel mileage went down about 5 miles an hour. My horsepower went down even lower than that.
Look, he's right there. He's right there.
Yeah, right there. You see, he's okay. He's okay. Now, if he come over here, he'd be crying because he's over here messing with him. Yeah, just leave Scar alone. But
Gary said they mix it with diesel and put it on the run ropes for flies, and yes, deep works also.
yeah, but you can't hardly get the good off anymore. Uh, you just can't. Nothing in this world. That's the reason why me and my wife, when this land come up, we decided eventually we're gonna be out here. Like to be like more like old home pecan. What homestead? I'm sorry, I'm bad with names.
Did you get a chance to look at Huck's tractor? Yet?
Yes, I did. That's pretty cute. That yeah, I like his little tractor. Sure do. Uh,
Open Homestead said permethrin works great, and we do use it on our windows when flies get super bad.
yeah,
But if you want a more natural choice, use rosemary and lavender oil.
I've heard that too. That works good. Uh, I'm trying to think of something else. Like for gnats, if you get gnats, which in Arkansas they're bad in places. Was it vinegar and water or something like that? What was that?
Oh, apple cider vinegar.
Yeah, apple cider vinegar and water.
And dishwashing liquid.
Yeah, hey, dishwashing liquid kills a lot of stuff. Actually, I was told the other day because I've been we got wasps really bad. Oh, I got Ed up right over here, y'all, yesterday moving the log. Them things swarmed. I was trying to get the heck out, but anyway, I think it's and I didn't know this. I didn't know a wasp. Now, this is what I was told. Don't know if it's a fact that a wasp or like a bee breathes through its wings.
Oh, okay, that's why.
Yeah, breathe through its wings. I don't know. Somebody on here might know. I don't know. It's not. I'm just saying what I heard. It's not a fact, so don't take. But they use they get a spray bottle and put dishwashing liquid and water in it, and something about the bubbles, the dishwasher liquid, and the bubbles gets on when you spray it, gets on the wings. They can't breathe, and it kills them. Now I don't know if anybody in here that actually knows if wasps breathe out the wings. Y'all can comment and let me know because I don't know. That's what I was told, and I ain't tried it. It's a whole lot cheaper than buying Raid because that stuff has done got ridiculously high, and it does not kill on contact. Actually, I got stung one time, and I was way away from them. They say it kills on contact. That's a lie. It does not kill on contact. I tell you what will kill on contact. I've got spray bottle with gas in it. With spray bottle, you can turn the dial, get a good stream. That gas is going to kill them instant. I mean, boom. And I tell you something else. If it's the cool weather and they ain't flying so bad, you can get a can of starting fluid if you got some around, laying around. Uh, some kind of cleaner, brake cleaner. You spray that on them, kills them. Bam, dead. They ain't flying at all. So
Winston Chapper said, "You are so cute. I would feel blessed if you were my parents."
yeah.
He said, "Have you ever heard of cactus juice for keeping biting bugs off?"
No, I hadn't. I had so many things that's just naturally that you can use. No, I've never heard that. Oh, Lee's in it? Oh, no, he's been in here. We was talking to Lee what he got.
Gary said, "I bet that truck drank 3 times more fuel. Also,
It did. I dropped about 4 or 5 miles because I kept up with it. I dropped about 4 to 5 miles per gallon. So if you figured up the price, I think it was like 30 or 40 cents a gallon cheaper than the the regular or unleaded gas. It was like 30 cents a gallon cheaper. Then I figured it up. Y'all, I'm bad about that kind of stuff. So I figured it up, figured the miles I was losing, the horsepower I was losing, and what I was saving on the fuel, and I end up paying more for the ethanol E85 than what I was for the gas. I was spending more money for it. So that and our ethanol gas E85 is supposed to be made from corn, and they tried even diesel they messed up on here a while back. It was stopping everybody's fuel filters up on the diesel engines because they was using some kind of chicken fat to substitute a certain amount of the diesel fuel, and they don't do that no more because, like us, our equipment out in the woods got where the stuff wouldn't run. It was tearing our equipment up, our injector pumps up. So I don't even think they do that no more.
Avocado Homestead said he's so cute. How old is little man?
Little man he'll be 3 in October, 3 going on 20. He thinks. Uh, I'm gonna probably have him driving that tractor by the time he's 5. He rides with me so much. He actually knows what everything does. I mean, he actually watches me. He really watches me. A 3-year-old brain, they soaking up everything. You might not really, just like when if you say naughty words sometimes, you don't realize, but a kid at his age is soaking up everything, and you think he ain't paying attention, but he's soaking it in because that's what their brain is, like a sponge right now. They soaking everything in. But he knows how to crank. He knows how to put it in gear. He knows where to put it in gear, where the clutch is. He matched the key, everything, horn, the lever that works. He knows what that does. So he's not quite big enough now, but a couple more years, uh, he'll probably be driving that tractor. Yeah. So
Gary said that ethanol fuel is pure junk.
it is. It's really bad.
Opicon Homestead said we have a list together to try to get it running the tractor.
Okay. All right. How long has he been working on it?
Opicon Homestead said apple cider vinegar. I guess we're talking about gnats.
Yeah.
Richard Watts said no through the admin.
Oh, okay. Well, see, I didn't know, but I tell you what, going back to apple cider vinegar, I'm a diabetic, right? But a lot of people don't know, but apple cider vinegar, if you take a teaspoon, actually you had to cut back on your medicine because that apple cider vinegar will make your sugar drop. It's also good for your blood. Apple cider vinegar is really good. It's good for your health, actually. And I know old people that lives by it that's been doing it all their life. A teaspoon of either vinegar or apple cider vinegar I think is actually better, but they take a spoonful every morning. And I know some old people that's in their 80s and can work harder than I can, and that it's just because of stuff they do. And smoking is bad for your health. I'm not promoting smoking. For any kids watching, do not smoke. It's bad for your health. But saying all that, I know people that's in their 80s that smoked all their life, but they smoked old cigarettes like Prince Albert, uh, Bull Durham, stuff like that didn't have as much chemicals in them then. It's the filter on the cigarette what kills you. The tobacco's bad enough, but the filter they claim is what it's made out of. And I know I smoke. Uh, but they claim the filter is what gets in your lungs. The little particles out of the filter gets in your lungs, and what.
Yeah, that's what remember I told you when Jamie was quitting, she was saying she was using nicotine patch. She said the nicotine isn't what's bad for you.
I mean, it's the chemicals in it. But anyway, that's a different story. Smoking's not good. Do not smoke.
Opicon Homestead said, "Ha, Dakota always using brake parts cleaner to kill walls. They were awful in our shop this summer."
Yeah, that brake cleaner. Look here, uh, that brake cleaner is something you don't want to get it on your dadgum skin too much because that stuff will blister you. That stuff is bad stuff. You can spray it washed, and hey, they don't even know what hit them. I mean, bam. You ain't got to. People say, "Oh, you got to get close." it don't matter if they're calm on that nest and you get close enough to that brake line, you ain't got to worry about them flying. They're not going to sting you because that stuff will. I mean, they drop so fast you can't even see them fall. That stuff will kill them dead instant.
Lee said, "How are we making money BSing all morning?"
I know. Well, I'm not this. I got plenty of time to cut these. But yeah, I love. You know how I am, Lee.
It's been flowing this morning. It's
Yeah.
been flowing like this in
Uh,
a minute.
but yeah, that brake cleaner's good. I'm not saying go out and buy a brake cleaner to kill wolf, but like if you in your shop or something, you got something laying around, which a lot of people like Opacom Homestead, they know. People that works around that kind of stuff know that. But if you ain't got no wall spray and nothing to do, brake cleaner, ether, starting fluid, if you want to call it, and that stuff ain't as good as it used to be either. Uh, but
Oh, actually,
natural stuff is always better.
I ain't seen George this weekend. I just
No,
realized that.
no.
Gary says supposedly the farm diesel has more sulfur than the road diesel
Yeah, it
does,
does. That's what I'm saying.
and they dye the farm diesel red.
Yep.
My cousin was caught with the farm diesel in a truck, and that was an expensive mistake. I promise.
Here in Arkansas, it's a $10,000 fine for the owner. Say if I owned a truck, highway truck or a log truck, hey, not just they find the owner and the driver. It's $10,000 a piece. It's what it was. So one drop of red fuel in your highway vehicle can cost $20,000 here in Arkansas. I don't know how, now that's when they first started that. Now I don't know how much it is now, but I don't know what it is in other states. But see here, uh, at way stations, they do that fuel check a lot, and they do it right on the side of the road. They do that fuel check because it's easy on a big truck because they just the tanks are open. You take the top off and you bring it out, and it's red. You're guilty. Oh, I'm sorry.
Um, Upcoming Homestead said, "I hope so. Huxton learned at 5. The younger, the better. It's so helpful when your hands are full and you can trust your kid to move the tractor for you."
Yeah. See, the problem, I love y'all's tractor, y'all's big tractor. Mine is a standard. Mine's old school. It's a standard. You got to push the clutch, and that's the only thing he would have trouble doing. Would be pushing the clutch because my wife can't. She ain't even learned how to drive it yet.
I don't
So
know how to drop standards.
yeah, that'd be the hardest thing for him. Now, if you got a power shift or something like that, a lot of them's right up here beside you. Uh, he could probably do it at a lot younger age. But what the heck are you doing? You
I don't
okay?
know.
Are you okay?
Two-stepping? Two-stepping.
You having fever with them fits?
Two-stepping. Leave me
Uh, are
alone.
you having fever with them fits?
I'm two-stepping. Leave me alone. I keep
But
all those trucks up.
yeah, oh, you ought to get a picture of that right there. A short. He counting them. You have to do it. Show the live. Hurry up. He's counting this vehicle, y'all. He got them lined up in a perfect order. He's counting. He called himself counting them. Yay! Yeah, he's the best. He's the cutest thing. I love my son so much.
Uptown Homestead said, "I used to drinking on water every single day. Need to get back into that routine."
Yeah. Well, let me get this cranked up. Go ahead, and cut this.
You got a lot of comments.
Well, okay. I ain't trying to make no money today anyway. It's my off day. Well, it's not my off day. I'm working, but off day from work. Okay. Uh,
Um, Gary said my cousin's married to a mortician's daughter, and he said that he don't have to use half as much formaldehyde as he used to preserve her body.
well, yeah. They everything is. Uh, this world. It's not just Arkansas or just any particular state. The whole country has done. Uh, it's this country needs to turn around. Yeah, I ain't talking politics. I'm just saying I ain't gonna get started. This country needs to change its values and the way it's headed. Because and I know everybody don't agree with this, but United States used to be uh, you know best country, one of the best countries in the world. Everybody wanted to come here. Well, a lot of people don't want to come here no more because it's terrible. But I say that. But up the road here at Lono, it's a little store here, and it's owned by Indians. Well, not native Indian, but people from Indonesia. And I talked to them a lot. They're good people. And we was talking. I was talking about how bad the United States done got. And this is what this man sat here and told me right up there. just a few miles down the road. He said, I love America, United States. He said, the people that lives here, we say, or y'all say it's done got terrible. But he says, where I came from to this day and time, where I come from is 10 times worse. He said, so as bad as you think it's done got here, it's still a lot better than a lot of other countries. Well, I guess.
Well, it's always like you think you have it so bad, but somebody else has it, 10 times worse.
He said he wouldn't go back to where he come from. He's been here about 25 years. So I said, shoot, you're officially American, ain't you? I said, 25 years. He said, yes, I am. He said, I would not go back. He said, because trust me, and I'm not, well, we've had a lot of people to die for our freedom. So,
He said, you and I work together, we get nothing done, but we have a good time and eat good too.
yeah, that's, this order here is not nothing I got to rush on, and I ain't got no other orders to do, so I'm not in no hurry cutting. I know people
besides my order.
Besides my wife's order, and I'll never fulfill it because she wants so much. Got to get the dog pen built. Got to get the hog pen built because we want some hogs, a couple coonies or whatever they call.
Coonies.
Yeah, coonies. Got to get chicken. We got to get a chicken pen built. I got so much stuff I got to do. I don't, a lot of stuff. But anyway, I told her she needs to start becoming a carpenter because she needs. She gonna do some of that stuff herself.
Give me a shot.
And look here, we're gonna have to do our post hole digging, or our post holes dug by the old-fashioned way, post hole digger.
Hey, I found, Steven talks about me being frugal and cheap, but I found some old school ones for like $10 at a thrift store.
Yeah, it was actually pretty good post hole diggers, and that's the reason why I've been waiting where it maybe a little bit more moist. The ground gets a little bit more moist because
it's like a gravel pit.
Yeah, this ground here is very hard ground. When it's dry, it's really hard. So,
Opicon Homestead said ours is standard too. He stands up and pushes the clutch. He can start it, shift it, and all.
Oh, really? There's I thought y'all's was like a power shift. Don't y'all got a that might be another. Ain't that a Kubota y'all got or something like that?
I don't know if I've ever seen a tractor.
I seen it. Here I just watched one of the videos last night or yesterday sometime. I watched so much stuff. Stuff runs together.
Gary said that there's so much preservatives in our food nowadays. That's why I get my meat from the Amish.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah. I had a conversation about that the other day. The Mennonites and the Amish. We have more Mennonites here in Arkansas. We have very few Amish. We used to have more, but people don't know the difference. Mennonite is an Amish. They're just
more modern.
They're more modernized here than the Amish. The Amish, even when they was here, are very still old school. Everything. A lot of them they wouldn't have they live off the land. We call that off grid living here. When they done everything. It was more in homesteading because a lot of them didn't have electricity. But I watch a lot of videos on the Amish sawmills, the old school sawmills, and Mennonites. Mennonites here, and me and my wife actually read about that, done some studying on it. They all come from the same religion. There's the same religion, but they're just a little different.
We were going to one of the mountains, and we saw the sign for the horse and carriage. And I was looking, and Steven's like, you're not going to see nothing.
Because there's actually Mennonites that lives there, which are Amish. They still all Amish, but they just more modernized.
Amish are pretty cool.
Yeah.
I went up to Delaware a couple years ago. We went to like Amish market, and I got to see some of the horses and buggies. I don't know. It's kind of cool. I guess because it's not us. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They make some good food.
I mean, they're literally from like a different time and place.
Different time. Yeah, they're happier than most people. Other people are
literally like how it was like back in the day.
Yeah, like we all used to be back in the day. Lived off the land. When I was growing, y'all, I'm not, but I'm 55, be 56. But that's the thing about it. Back when I was a kid, we raised our own hogs. We actually sold a few hogs to people around, neighbors and stuff. We had 20 and 30 hogs at a time. We had our own hogs. We had milk cows. I milked cows. I've had the cow knock the pail over, and that's something you didn't want to happen because you used everything. You didn't have milk to waste. So we had a couple milk cows. We had hogs. We had chickens. I mean, we had everything. I actually, that phrase "run around like a chicken with his head cut off." A lot of people don't realize you cut a chicken's head off, and that sucker will run around for a minute with his head gone. It's kind of funny, crazy, but yeah. Oh, that monster car biting you. But
this guy said that Gage
yeah,
pen. Yeah, we need to build a Gage pen.
mm,
Get off of him.
yeah, we need to. Yeah, he definitely.
Opacon Homestead said cute. I'm not gonna pronounce that right.
Okay, no, where's that?
Okay.
Where's that?
Right there.
Oh,
Guilty.
Keto DK55. That's your tractor.
I assume so, cause you.
Okay, I've never. I don't guess I've never seen one of them. I've never seen that name.
Life off grid. Hey, it's Cody. Hope you're having a great
day. Hey, how you doing?
I'm sawing some hemlock on my HM122 today and tomorrow.
Hemlock. Okay, we don't have none of that in Arkansas that I know of. Didn't think we had white pine either, but we actually come to find out we do have white pine, and I've been logging all my life. I didn't know it. In the northern part of Arkansas, up closer to Missouri, we actually have white pine. Didn't know that.
In Canada. He's in Canada.
Oh, that's the reason why we don't have hemlock here.
Richard McCann. Yeah, Trump. He said I can't recommend putting permethrin on your clothes. It's very bad to get in contact with you or even breathe the vapors. Use orange oil to repel bugs.
Yeah, orange oil. Like actual orange made out of orange, I guess.
Cookie?
Or the name of the oil. What was I talking about? I was talking about something. Lost my train of thought there. Done forgot what I was talking about now.
A cookie.
And that's what I love about this. I have so many different variety of people coming in here that has so much different stuff to talk about. But and that's the weird thing. You meet. I've met people on here that lives other countries and states, northern part of the United States, and they have done the same thing I've done on certain things all their life. And you think because they live totally in different parts of the world and everything, they would be totally different. But all reality, people are mostly all the same, but I have friends that I talk to on here from Africa and stuff, and I have had got one guy. He ain't been in here in a while. Is from Pakistan.
Yeah, I see Ashley.
He seemed like a good guy. I don't have a problem with nobody from Pakistan or any of it. I always say, as long as you treat me good, I don't care where you're from. So, but yeah, I've had an amazing time on YouTube, y'all. I ultimately was trying to do it to make a little extra money, but I've really got to doing lives, and I really enjoy just talking. I ain't making no much money off of it, but I enjoy what I'm doing. And Opacon Homestead, last night we actually reached 1 million views on my channel. 1 million last night. We reached 1 million views. I know that ain't a lot to a lot of people, but 1 million views from an old country boy like me, old poor country boy. Never thought I'd get a million people pop in my channels to view. So I think that was I think that's pretty good. We're gonna make it to 4,000 subscribers before long. But yeah, and it's because of people like you that come in here and view and subscribe. I appreciate everybody. And we've been meeting a lot more homesteaders since we met Opacon Homestead. We've met quite a few more homesteaders. Appreciate that because it's just
Resourceful Living Homestead. They're in Northwest Arkansas. Leonard Mountain Homestead, they're in Oklahoma with Opacon Homestead. Groans Family Homestead, they're in Central Arkansas.
Yeah.
There's quite a few that I've been able to.
And they all seem like pretty good people. All seem like pretty good people.
Gary said, "Yes, sir. Raise your own food." And Opacon said, "I wish we were raised their way and never knew technology the way we live."
Yeah, technology has run a lot of us. You know, it's you watch your Amish. They cut great lumber off of old circle saw mills. Some of them don't even have gas powered engines. Some of them are steam powered, and that's really amazing. I've watched that steam powered to turn the blade on there and cut just perfect wood. So saying all that, the technology, yeah, this is a little bit, this ain't as smart technology as some of them, but this one does good. But they didn't have this kind of stuff back in, and they still don't use this kind of stuff. Look, look at the geese. Yeah.
And Esther said, "There's nothing special. What we're doing now."
Yeah.
Gary said, "Hogs, chicken, cattle." This guy said, "Remember though, he's gonna put you two in the pen later though."
How you doing today anyway? There, this guy.
Opacon said, "Yes, pronounced coyote."
Okay.
That's what other tractors pronounce coyote.
Okay. Who is that? The name of the people that makes it, or who is it, or is that just what that particular tractor called? Who makes it? I wonder.
The Life Off Grid said, "I'm doing great, thanks. Finally getting to use my more.
Ah, that's good.
Now that haying season over, I can get some logs out."
And what kind of meal they have?
It's HM122.
Yeah, HM122. That's right.
Yeah, this guy says, "Actually a very small world after all."
Yeah.
Richard McKeon said, "Hooray, congratulations. I see it."
Yeah.
Tony said,
Thank
"Hello
you.
from Chicago."
Hey, Chicago. Been there a few times.
Opacon said, "Wow, congratulations. We're only at 364K."
That's quite a few too. That's quite a bit too.
This guy said, "You guys are holding me in my lazy boy chair. Darn it."
I bet that. I bet we really holding you there. This guy. I love your place, by the way. I love the water. What lake is that you live on? Actually,
Ow, ow, ow.
I'd like to know which one it is there.
Opacon said, "It's a great community."
Yeah, it is. It's good people. I like everybody we've met so far. It's all good people.
Gary said, "Have you ever used the device that you put on a chainsaw to cut lumber?"
Oh yeah, I got one. I got what they call Alaskan sawmill, is what they call it. And I guess it's got other names. I got one, brand new one in a box, ain't used yet. That's the reason why I bought that big chainsaw and the 28-inch bar.
Yeah, because we bought the Alaskan before we bought.
Yeah, I bought that for it. I even bought the Alaskan sawmill, and then I bought a hand crank that you put on the end of your log, hook onto that, where you wouldn't have to push your saw. You could actually get down there and crank it slowly and pull the saw with it. I got one. It's on my front porch in the box. Ain't been opened because I end up getting this, and ain't nothing wrong with Alaskan chainsaw mill if that's what you got. That's fine, but this is just so much faster. Now that Alaskan chainsaw mill, you can cut some quality lumber with it too. It's just I think it's a lot more work than this, and it's uh, you know, it's not quite as fast as this bandsaw, which I'm not very fast. I ain't even cut a stick, you know, I ain't cut nothing in quite a few minutes now. But
this guy said, "Watching my 3-year-old." He said, "Lake Superior."
Lake Superior. I think I told Angelica that.
Edward Fitzgerald. Edmondson Fitzgerald.
Yeah, because Angelica was saying, "Boy, that's a little lot right on lake." I said, "That's just not any lake. That's one of the Great Lakes he lives on." And I think I mentioned Lake Superior. I don't know, but you know, a lot of people don't realize them lakes have their own current waves like the ocean. I mean, them are big lakes.
Gary asked if they work good.
Gary, okay, they work pretty good. It's a lot of work in it. Actually, you can go out to the log and do it, but you got to have a sufficient chainsaw, big enough chainsaw, at least probably a 70 cc or bigger. you need different kind of chain than a regular log cutting chain. You don't have to have, but seems like what I've watched. Don't know for a fact, but they make that skip tooth chain and stuff like that made for that. It's supposed to cut a little faster. Don't quote me on none of this because I don't know. I've not used mine. I've just what I've seen on YouTube and stuff. I watched a lot of them. Uh, yeah, a lot of people uses them, and you can load them on your four wheeler. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's got a flat blowout. You can load them on your side by side, your four wheeler, and go out in the woods where you can't move a big log and cut them up right there on the spot. You know, so it's really what you know. I might have to use mine on my bigger logs there. I've never took it out of the box. Might have to, instead of I'm gonna have to square mine up. You're not gonna go very far because it's gonna hit that log. Bam.
Gary said, I can tell you that when you have a daddy and his daughter of 6 years watching, you are doing something right, I think.
Yeah. I'm glad Annabelle is watching and appreciate you watching, Gary. I think you and her just watched to see Gage anyway. He is the star of the show. It's not me and Angelica. He is. Uh, but you see, he's trying to cut. Uh, I got my sawmill set up on the end where it's got stopped, but I got it far enough back where it kind of set in a little groove there, and it won't. He's trying to get it out of there. Here.
This guy said 56 degrees now. I ain't going out till it's Arkansas weather.
I wish it was 56 degrees here. Woo! Hey, I love cold weather. Uh, if it's down in the 30s, I love it. It gets a lot much colder than that, then my old bones get the tightening up. But if it's in the 30s, I love it.
Hey, okay. Are you gonna let Gage run it because he's impatient? You gonna let Gage run it because he's being impatient?
Well,
Gary said, "I feel it's a bit deeper connection
okay.
than just that. We have a lot.
Hang on, let me crank it up. Me and Gage gonna cut. This is safe, y'all. I've had people on one video turn me in because my son was sitting on my tractor while it was running, and I was right beside him. They actually got on me. They spanked my hand.
Yeah, we didn't get a strike. We got a warning.
We got a warning. And he was sitting in the seat, brakes on, and standard. Just ain't gonna. He just can't go on it. And I was right beside him, y'all, on the video, and they got onto me. So what? What? I'm going to run the sawmill. You want to run the sawmill? Okay, let me crank it up, and you can push it. Hang on. It's not hurt back here. So just letting everybody know. Hang on, let me crank it. Well, I might have done flooded it. Well, shoot. I flooded it. I got to make sure the mark's on. Hey, hang on. Hang on. All right, let's go. Y'all see my big man running the mill. He's pushing it. All I do is holding the gas. He's pushing it. You're doing a good job, son. Not too fast. All righty. Good job. Good job. I gotta take this off now. We can't cut nothing. We already cut that. We gotta take it off. I wish he was big enough to tote this stuff over there. Yeah, he's helped his mama. But hang on, son. You can't. It ain't under cut now. He's trying. That board, that 4x4 done fell off over there. Scott got it. Scott's. You know, you'd be surprised that people try to make a stink out of that. Oh, that's dangerous. Nothing could hurt him back there. So,
I think you can do their bar in the perfect position, can you?
yeah, I didn't think about that. He can actually push it now. Now he's going to work on my meal. He got the channel locks.
Did you hear me earlier? I said, what about doing our walls and blue tile?
I heard you. Yeah, that would be
Smart.
pretty. That would be
And maybe
pretty.
you got some really good ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. Stop. Stop. Good. Now leave it there. Leave it there. Okay. Okay. Hey, look at my little heifer there going. She's strong, y'all. I think I'm gonna let her totem. Have to wait a minute, Gage. Okay. Let Mama get this off. We'll probably go get another log. Okay. Okay. Should I am I being bad, y'all, by letting her tote these? I know I should be ashamed. She's a lot younger than I am. She's strong too, y'all. She's picked up some lumber because I know how to get her to do something. Because I say I know you can't move that, Angelica. By George, she'll move it.
You just got the last two comments.
Okay, good job, Gage. Little fella learning great. Yeah, I want him to learn what it is to work for what you get. You know, people seem to appreciate it more when they had to work for it. Uh, don't make you funny, Gary. You funny. I'm not. I didn't really get mad at the guy. I'm just, you know, uh, I don't know. I ain't checked my comments on that this morning on Facebook. See if I'm sure he's came back with something. I'm actually doing it now. I'm just having fun with him. Uh, I, you know, I guess I could be an instigator sometime. It's just funny, you know, really. Uh, okay. Yeah, it it is. I'll probably keep that one for myself because it don't matter to me. It's gonna be. I'd make my dog pen out of it. Yeah, both of them are bowed a little bit, but I can actually lay them with the arch up a little bit and put some weight on it. They'll actually dry straight.
So you don't want those two?
Yeah, you can go ahead and put them over there. Just put the bow up. So when they, I'm gonna
So I
put
need
some.
them flipped on the side?
Nope. Look, see where the bow is.
I can't
Look
tell.
down the log. I mean, it's okay. See this bow right here? You want to turn that right there. Now the arch is up. And when you put that on them deal, we'll put some weight on it right in the middle, right
I still
here.
gotta put those other ones on there.
Okay, we'll put the weight on it right here in the middle, some extra weight after we stack it, and it'll make it settle
Are
down.
you stickering these?
Yeah, yeah. Well, you don't have to use the small stickers. You can use them bigger 4x4s there, the short ones, because these is they're gonna come and get them in a couple month or two. So maybe not even a month or two. So anyway, but yeah, sometimes that works. Not all the time, uh, but anyway, yeah, they bowed. They had pressure in them, but I will use them anyway. I use them for my dog pen. My dog don't care if they bowed. I'm not going to sell them because you know, but I will use them. Hey, the thing about it is you can go to Lowe's and pay for them every day. Bowed 4x4s. Go over here to Lowe's and look at them. You actually pay good money for that bowed lumber. Oh, come on now, Angelica. He could see that from Kentucky. He could see where that bow was.
I'm not good at seeing where the bow is.
Yeah, yeah. That's it. You can do that Well, I always overcut mine anyway. Even if I'm cutting 3.5s, I cut over a 16th or eighth, just for uh, yeah. That actually that's not termite hose, Gary. That's where the beetles was in it. That's one reason I'm on cutting some of this for fence posts. But the beetles are gone; they're dead. But that's what they made. No, I didn't see the staircase you built, this guy. Uh, Cause see, them 4x4s is not going to be anything structural. It's just going to hold fence wire up. Is what that's the reason why I'm not cutting none of my good stuff for my fence post. Now I got good stuff. I ain't gonna use it for these fence posts. It's too good of wood, too good of logs over there to use for this, for that. Uh, but yeah, I hadn't seen that staircase. This guy, you got it on one of your videos? Yeah, them Gary. Back to them. All white wood, red, and white pine. Oh, okay. I bet that is pretty. Uh, Gary, what that is a bug hose. There, that's on like the outside pieces of it where the beetles were bored in there a little bit. Uh, but they're dead. They're dead now. But it still left them little holes in it. But these logs have been laying for a while. Uh, this guy, I didn't know. A guy was telling me about white pine the other day. Uh, I didn't argue with him. I told him we didn't have white pine in Arkansas. Well, to come find out, I was wrong. We do have white pine in Arkansas. It's northern Arkansas, up close to the Missouri line up there. Did I freeze? Maybe that. No, I'm frozen. What the world? Probably somebody calling my wife's phone. No, low battery. Baby, you're at 20%. But we actually do have white pine. I found out something else about white pine while I was looking at that. I think I'm unfroze now, ain't I, Gary? I mean, this guy. Well, dang it. Am I still froze? No? Okay. Uh, Now, it might have had termites in it, Gary. Uh, I'm just saying that them hoes in this particular wood is from the beetles that well the beetles kill the tree, or if a tree's down long enough, the same bugs will get in it. Uh, uh, but them the beetles, and that's what causes the blue is the beetles. That's what they leave behind is their fungus. Okay, yeah, I'm going now. Okay, what? Uh, yeah, when you form in concrete stuff like that, a lot of places just uses number threes, you know, to use that with because all it's doing is squaring it up where you can pour the concrete in. But yeah, I guess I'm back moving now. Yeah, it was my wife's phone at 20%. It does that. It'll freeze up like that until you go walk over and hit the thing. Uh, I see my hand. This phone here lags a whole lot. Yeah, but I'm trying to pull my glove off. Okay. Anyway, whoa, what an ant pile. Dang, my glove. I was moving some logs right there yesterday evening. I got some big logs right there. Them was actually the good logs. I was in there moving them out. That grass is real high there. It needs to be bush hog, but hey, I'll let Mother Nature get it. When it cools off, it'll die. you know. Uh, but I went to moving that log, and boy, it must be a heck of a wasp nest up in there, cause them wasps like got me. I was trying to find reverse, and I had it in low range, and my reverse wasn't very fast, so I had to find right gear and get the heck out of there because they was swarming. Waltzed, red waltzed. All right. That's funny there, Gary. You know, it's a lot of them out there that knows. Just like that guy about the blue lumber, been doing it for 35 years, but he knew nothing. That's what's funny about that welder you just said. Yeah. Uh, well, my son done tore his tractor, the cab off his tractor. Let me get it back on. Okay, here you go, son. It's fixed. Here you go. Gage, here. You're welcome. Yeah, I run across I run across that kind of people in real life, actually daily. Whoa, son. That hurt? I know it did. Uh, but it is a nice, super nice day. Hey, babe, what you get? Oh, try. Okay, my wife's gonna try to put the phone on charge. Yeah, Gary, you know how the world is. It's so many people out there that know so much and don't know nothing. You know, I mean, I don't know a lot of things, and I'll be the first one to tell you I don't know it. So, but that guy, not this guy, but the guy I was talking to, he's the character. He ain't showed me no kind of proof anywheres about what he says, but he said, "I'm telling you the facts." I said, "Oh, okay, you telling me the facts? You're telling me your facts, not the facts. Is it working? Oh, wonder why it didn't work last time? Huh?"
Yeah, what are you talking of?
Yeah, that's the way I am. Know a lot about little, and a little about a lot. Yeah, that's here. You take this phone. I
I'm
don't.
trying to clean stuff off the tractor.
What you trying to clean stuff off track for?
Oh, I thought you were about to leave.
I am in this minute, but I get it. Uh, I don't claim to know a whole lot. Uh, I've been around a long time and done a whole lot of things. I know know a little about now, a lot about a little, and a little about a lot. But and I'll be the first one. My daddy always told me when I was young, a real man's never be afraid to say when he's wrong, and that's the truth. It's always somebody that knows more than you know, or not you, but than you think you know. It's always somebody that knows more. So, and I've learned a lot of people off of a lot of things off of older people, and I know I'm that older person now, but I'm talking about even older than me that has been around, done things a lot, and really knows what they're talking about. And I've learned a lot of stuff off them. You know,
I'm getting kind of hungry.
yeah, yeah, it ain't gonna be long, but that's how it is. This guy, what do you got plans to do today? Hey, I need to get another log up here. I had to tighten my belt up on that thing this morning when I put that new belt on the other day. I forgot to tighten the jam nut on the mechanism that holds it, the idler pulley up against the belt, and it loosened off. So it was squealing a little bit yesterday, and I put another sharp blade on it. Why that? The other one wasn't dull, but I wasn't going to have it open and not put another sharp blade on it because now that I resharpen them myself, it ain't no big deal. But uh, anyway, probably just ain't gonna cut no whole lot today. Uh, we
I'm gonna go down to the creek.
Yeah, we might go down to the creek later since all this rain. See if it's flowing. It's a pretty creek down the road here. Pretty good sized creek. We went there. We done a video. We went down there one time, and when Scar was a little bitty thing, and we all was wading in the creek. You could wade across it. It was really clear as a bell. I mean, that water you could see the bottom. It was clear. So one spot of it was about 3 foot deep, but it didn't look that deep because it was so clear. You could, it didn't look like it was very deep, but it was. But Gage loved it. Scar loved it. Scar is actually naturally a bird dog anyway. Uh, his what kind of dog is he exactly?
Short-haired German pointer.
Short-haired German pointer is his mother. She's full-blooded. I got it from my son-in-law. He actually paid good money for that dog. Well, the neighbor's dog decided to. And what was the daddy?
Aussie.
And the daddy was Aussie. So, uh, but yeah.
Gary said, me as well. Daddy and Papa always told me the guy gave me 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. Then I said I needed to rest the mouth and exercise an ear more.
Oh yeah, Gary, I was one of them kids that never shut up. Believe it or not, you can't tell by the way I don't talk now. After my daddy, watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this, do what. That's all. I mean, just so much he'd tell me, son, you'll learn a lot more most of the time if you sit there and watch and listen. And he's right. He's right. He said it don't hurt to ask questions sometimes, but not every second of the time that you're sitting here watching me. And I learned that the hard way. Sometimes you just sit and watch and listen, and you'll learn a whole lot. Because most time when you're sitting there asking stuff, you ain't listening because you're too busy running your mouth. So, and I was bad about that. But anyway, how's everybody doing this morning? I hope everybody's having a nice 3 day. Well, some people ain't having a 3 day uh, weekend. My boss was moving jobs, and he come to me and said, "You don't mind being off Monday, do you?" I looked at him. I said, "No, because I wasn't going to work anyway." He said, "Oh, okay. Well, we're going to move the equipment, and we'll start back Tuesday. We're moving a pretty good ways from the house. Well, I say a pretty good, about an hour from my house. Been working right close to my house, so it take me about an hour every morning to get to work. Uh, we're moving down more south Arkansas, down around Count or Locust Bayou, Arkansas, which is outside of East Camden. Uh, it's called. They call that place out there the area. That's where they make military. A lot of people don't know this. That's where they make the M1A tank, United States Army tank, M1A tank. That's where they make them and test them. They got a special strip part. They make a lot of the bombs. They make the powder for the bomb. They put the powder in the bomb. They actually do testing out there. They got certain areas they do it in. And I've been working out there before to shake the windows on your machine when it hits and blows up. It's not all that far from you. So that they claim if it's ever a nuclear war, that East Camden is going to be one of the number one targets because they make a lot of aero jets out there. Yeah, aero jets out there. A lot of your aviation, big time aviation, is right out there in East Camden. A lot of people don't know that, but it's a lot of military stuff out there.
Gary said, "Be surprised that one can learn." And Opicon said, "LOL, I have to tell our Otis that all the time."
What list, hush and listen for a little bit. You'll learn a lot more. Yeah, and the kids for some reason just seem not to listen to that. And I know I was guilty of it too. So I guess I go put this wood in the burn pile. It ain't much. I didn't have much cups there.
Well, you'd already started.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I started this log yesterday evening. So anyway, I'm gonna go get another log.
This guy said I'm back. These kids are a handful.
Tell me about it. We never see your wife on there, this guy. I don't know if I've even seen her on none of your videos.
Gary said NASA ships rockets down the Tennessee River a lot from the Knoxville area of Tennessee.
Yeah. But everybody knows what the M1A tank was or whatever. At one time, it was one of the fastest tanks in the U.S. military. It would get up, reach speeds of 60 to 80 mile an hour, and that's fast for a tank.
Uptown said, "Oh yes, he's talking like his daddy." This guy said, "I'm gonna send my kids down there with you guys."
Hey, send them on. Send them on. I'll take, I'll sure take care of them for a few days. I mean, I'm not a mean person. Me and them get along just fine. They get along with Gage. Gage loves people. He loves us kids. Uh, that dog didn't bite you.
He's trying to get his cookie. Stop, Scar.
Stop, Scar. I was told you can't whoop a dog on camera on YouTube. You can't spank a dog. And I ain't talking about beat a dog. You can't spank him. Come here, Scar. Come on. Come here. He's not trying to hurt him. He's a big puppy. And Gage is eating Oreo cookie.
Gary said Abram's bad egg is what it is.
Yeah.
This guy said, "Nope, she's only allowed to be in the kitchen." LOL, just kidding. You just ain't watching enough of my videos, I guess.
Yeah. His wife he's talking about?
Yeah, she's only allowed to be in the kitchen. He said, "You just ain't watched enough of his videos."
Yeah, I'm sure she's. No, I mean, I try to watch it. It's so many people's videos I try to watch. I have to watch more of them. But
I know we've met so many people that we're trying to like catch up.
Yeah, we're trying to catch up to them. You want to ride on the tractor, son? All right, well, come around here. No, not that side. Come around the front.
It's charging, but it's still got down 10%. It's showing it's charging, Steven.
Huh? Did you recharge that this morning?
It's got 2 bars on it.
Well, that's probably it ain't charging enough because it charged my light all last night. I can't.
Speaking of which, did it do good charging your light?
Yeah, it charged my light up, and that's what I said. I don't know.
But I was saying last night you said it's not gonna charge my light.
Yeah, it did. I was wrong. Okay, I was wrong. It worked. Like I said, I will admit when I'm wrong. I was wrong. It worked.
This guy said ain't a bad thing. You're getting your stuff done.
Yeah, my son's fixing to ride on the what? What? You want a cookie? Oh my Lord, he wants a cookie, and I might have to eat a cookie now myself. Let me see. And he's making me eat a cookie, y'all. Y'all heard him, didn't you? Let go of my arm. Oh, he's twisting my arm. Okay, son, I'll eat a cookie. You twisted my arm, didn't you? He had almost ate this whole pack. Oh, so you was the Oreo cookie monster. With Mama the Cookie Monster? Here. Well, and y'all going to watch and see how I eat my cookie, just like my son. I open them up, just like him, and I eat the cream out. Love it. But I will eat my other part, and he will sometime when he ain't got no cookies to eat.
That's a date.
Yeah, it's good, ain't it? You know, people come in here just especially. Yeah, see, he ate the cream off. He threw the cookie down. Just especially to watch me eat Oreo cookies. I know.
I think I eat.
Yeah, you're supposed to eat the cookie too, though, son.
Huh?
Yeah. All gone.
Da?
All gone.
What da?
All gone.
What da?
Okay. I gotta go get low.
The eye.
Huh? You got something in your eye? You got an eyeball in your eye?
I did the tray.
This guy said, I just had a flashback. I swear I've seen this before. You guys in the tractor just like that.
Huh? Really?
And Gary said, the dog said that. Maybe while you're gone, maybe I'll plug up the jack. Unplug the jack for a second.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't need my earpiece while I'm over there. Go ahead and do it. Go ahead.
So I'm just going to hook up the power bank straight to the phone just for a little bit. Just so we can go live for just a little bit longer. I have one I bought from Five Below, one that sticks in the back of my phone because I have an iPhone. But for some reason I misplaced it and I don't know where I put it. But yeah, Scary, the dog is going to clean up that Oreo as soon as he finds it. Laying kind of a lazy weekend. But for those who haven't seen it, that's our old tractor. 2-cylinder, I think is what he called it. I'm not really sure. Don't quote me on nothing. Yeah, see, I want to try a solar pack. That'd probably be nicer because then I don't have to worry about charging it up. Like I said, I got that magnetic one that clicks on the back of my phone, because sometimes we'll get to that 3-hour mark and my phone's dying and people start flooding in, and we get really good comments and the phone's dead. So I got one to stick on the back of my phone, so it'd be easier, but I done misplaced it, anything. See, look, we got cows right there on the other side of the road from us. They actually are out in the road. At first when I saw it, I was like, those cows are over here. I was like, and then me and Gage walked up there, I was like, I guess I'm crazy. But then yesterday, I noticed there's a little hole in the fence that they're climbing through. Babe, the cows are in the road, you see them? They're actually in the middle of the road. There's a hole in the fence they're climbing through. At least the babies are climbing through. Man, and them some big old cows too. I think a couple of them may be pregnant. I'm not really sure. See, we want a cow, but we don't have much pasture right here on our land. It's very wooded. So I don't even know where we would stick a cow. We probably have to plant some grass for it, or just get some hay. Which there's pasture down our street. Some of the acres are pasture, and somebody builds it up. Which I don't think hay is too crazy expensive, and I guess one cow probably wouldn't be having to buy a lot of hay. So yesterday when we got back, Steven took a bunch of the logs and went ahead and cut them to 6 feet. So it's like right there by the burn pile, so he can burn them up, and so it's just easier for him. He went ahead and already cut them. Yeah, see, we don't have, I'm thinking if I'm going to get a cow, that I need to put it in our property that's like by the edge of the road over there, because that seems to be like where a majority of our grass is. Like I said, I only want like one cow. I just want a cow for meat purposes. The whole thing about homesteading is about that self-sustainability. Yeah, Steven wants goats. I do not want goats because goats are mean. But we could probably use a couple of goats. There's actually, I have a short of it. We thought maybe the fence was tore down in a storm or what, but there was a bunch of goats at that church over there. But apparently somebody just lets their goats free range. And I wish they would, free range down here. Actually, in some places, I don't know if there's anybody in Arkansas, but in some places you can actually hire goats to come and clean up your yard. I don't know if any of you guys, wherever you are, if anybody offers that, but you actually can rent goats and they will come and clean up your yard. Well, it's pretty good service, cool service to have. Yeah, I've never ate goat. I don't want to try goat. Nasty. They're actually in Perryville, Arkansas, the first weekend in October. I've never been. I've been wanting to go, but it always seems like something's happening. Like this year, one of our grandsons having a birthday party. They have a goat festival. Not just it's not like, to eat goat meat, but they have like, goat parades. They have, goats dressed up in little costumes. They have goat yoga, which that's something I want to try because I'm just weird like that. I don't know. I'm just crazy, but I can't do the wild game, old pecan. I don't know. I guess maybe if somebody didn't tell me what it was, if you had somebody who doesn't eat deer meat and they're eating something, it's like, oh, this is so good. It's like, that's deer meat. It's like, ooh. So, it's really just to each your own, really. But I don't want to eat a goat. Not particularly, but I mean, hey, baby. If you think about, goat yoga. Yeah, so you're just doing yoga and they got little goats the goats will come and climb up on you. They have that with they have dog yoga and stuff too. And there might be cow yoga too. I don't know. You know, people try to profit off of anything. People really just try to profit off anything. But yeah, I thought that'd be super fun. Goat yoga. Yeah, but those cows are literally in the middle of the road. Literally in the middle of the road. So they have this big old pasture right here, and then there's actually pasture right on the other side of our property line. So our property line goes to the pasture. He's got quite a few cows out there. We need to, when we get out here and get built up, we need to ask them about if we can buy a cow. Because I'm all about the stability, sustainability. And, you know, I feel like living out in the country, like our closest big town with, you know, like actual grocery store is about 25-30 minutes away, and I feel like living out in quote unquote the middle of nowhere really forces you to like grow your own stuff. And so super excited about it. Hopefully it all works out. Got one. I've never had a gyro. I've never like ate Greek food, which I hear is really good. It's just that mindset, you know what I mean? But I guess if somebody cooked it for me and didn't tell me what it was, I probably would like it. But I'm not gonna just go out of my way to eat goat.
Why they say goat's good?
Yeah, Steve said goat's good. Have you even had goat?
No, I said that. I've had lamb before. I didn't like it. I had a rack of lamb from.
Well, I can also move the camera. I mean, because we actually, believe it or not, we actually did this for a while without a mic. Believe it or not. The mic thing is really like, what, the last couple months?
Yeah.
That we've actually had a mic, so we actually did this.
Give me that piece right there. Oh,
Can you hear us now? I unplugged the mic, and we're just gonna kick it old school.
for a minute to the phone charge up.
This guy said I also put the small end towards the blade as well.
Yeah, I usually do. Sometimes I don't. I might get a little lazy and don't want to turn the log around with my tractor.
Yeah, we were just talking about animals. This guy wants a mini cow.
Yeah, I got a guy I work with has small cows. I call them small cows. I mean, mini cows.
Yeah, I was saying that we don't have a lot of pasture as far as like for having a cow. He was saying Gary was saying if it was fenced in, they would help clean it up. He was saying cows and goats are good weed eaters, and I was saying I kind of don't want goats because goats are mean. And he said they can be. And this guy said goat doesn't taste good. I don't like it.
Yeah, look here. I don't have the toe board on my mill like I don't got a fancy mill as this guy's got. So he probably has a toe board. You can get a toe board for this, but it's extra. Or I can go to Harbor Freight, get a scissor jack and put me put it where it's sitting inside my rails and just use that to hay. This works pretty good. I can lift these small logs, but the big logs is hard.
Opacana said the dwarfs are mean. The larger breeds are not usually temperamental.
Yeah.
And we were talking about the goat service. Have you ever heard about the goat service? Where people rent out goats to come clean your yard?
Wow.
I don't know if anybody does it
good
here.
old-fashioned lawn work there. That's a lawnmower service.
Yeah, have you never heard of it? I don't know if anybody does it here, but I've seen it in places.
I don't know of anybody here. We got about 30 of them up the road there. I was told that we see them right there sometimes. They come down the road, and they came down that road there, and I'm like, come on this way, come on this way. Eat all my grass. I don't care. They can eat some of this old wood I got around here. I don't care.
Well, I think the dog is taking care of that for you.
Yeah, that's not going to be a live edge mammal there no more because he's about to chew it off. The dog. For the people that don't know, which this guy does, the reason why you jack it up like that to get the pit, it's about the same length off the bed on both sides, and
Not yet.
you ain't cutting so much off because the butt's always swelled, so you know you have more weight. What?
Yeah, Opacon said we would if they had good fencing. This guy said, I want pigs though. Opacon said goat is like beef.
I've never ate a goat. Let me ask this. I've always heard people use the word meat goats. Are there different than a meat goat and a regular goat? I don't know.
I don't think so.
People actually say they raise, you got meat goats and then regular goats. I don't know if it's a difference. Oh, I know.
Opacon says actually the main source of protein in all other countries but ours. He's not ready yet. Yeah, wait till he's ready. It's actually the main source of protein in all other countries but ours. I was talking about goat yoga.
Goat cheese they say is good. I know a person made a soap out of goat milk.
They do have a lot of that.
Soap, a skin care product. What? Okay, you're gonna have to wait, son.
He's not ready yet.
I'm not ready yet. I gotta get the log ready. It's got all kind of dirt on it.
I was talking about maybe if somebody fed it to me. You know, people who like don't eat deer meat and you feed them something. Like, oh, this is good. You're like, well, yeah, it's deer meat.
Yeah, and I love me some deer meat.
Yeah, Gary said I did that to my mother-in-law, but I never told her it was deer meat, and she loved it.
Oh, yeah. Hey, deer meat's good for you. It's lean. That's the reason why if you have it processed, if you make deer hamburgers, if you want it to stick together, you put a little bit of beef fat in it because deer meat is generally lean. They don't pat together too good. But you can cook a hamburger out of deer hamburger. You put it on there, it'll be 4 inches. When you take it off, it's about 4 inches. It don't draw up much.
Yeah, I was explaining the goat yoga, and I was like, I think they have puppy yoga and cow yoga, and it's like people make money off anything.
I hear him working on my sawmill.
Did you hit your finger?
I think he just hit his finger. I'm sorry, it ain't funny.
Opacon said it's domestic, not wild. LL, you likely wouldn't know the difference between that and beef likely. Gyro is the very best. Never had gyro, never had like Greek food. Never.
You hit your finger again, didn't you?
Well, stop, baby.
Well, stop. Or learn to where your fingers are at. Come here, let's go kick it. Oh, he did get his little finger. That little mark. Is it better now? Is it better? Ah.
Opacon said, I am weird about trying new things too, but goat really is good.
Yeah. And I do want to try goat. Like I said, I've never tried it. Never ate horse either, but they say it's pretty good.
This guy said, yeah, I got a mic. I got to use it. I'm new.
Oh, you got a mic? I was watching your live when you were doing the roofing, and all them comments, I'm like, he's never going to catch up to all them comments. Because you was just a working. I mean, you was just a working and talking. I said, he's never going to catch up with all them comments. But you had a lot of comments going there.
They said what he had, 10,000 people?
Yeah. Pretty good. That's pretty good.
Um,
I'm trying to kill that blackie.
Gary said, Mr. Laws, do you like watching the Three Stooges?
What? Sure. Larry, Moe, and Curly. Come on now, everybody. I'm that age. That's some of the best comedy ever. Yeah.
I think my power bank's finally.
What is that? The Hardy brothers or whatever, the two brothers, they was good too. They done. What?
My power bank is finally dead.
Of course it is. How much is your phone?
16.
Go charge it some.
I'm going to. Opacon said we just got our mics in last night.
Oh, okay. What kind you get? We got these off of Amazon.
I'm gonna try to hook this back up. Hook this back up. So bear with us for a second.
Why don't you go get the truck? Can you hear me now? Can y'all hear me? Oh Lord. All right. Can you hear me now? Okay. All right. I was saying I've never ate bison or buffalo. Would like to try that. Hey, watch out, Angelica. Come there, come gay. I've never ate. I've ate alligator, stuff like that. I love alligator. But I've never ate buffalo or bison. Like to try them. They say it's good. People. Anything the Indians ate, they had to be good stuff because they was very smart people. So anyway, she was charging the phone a while ago and took this off, so I didn't know it wasn't. Uh, okay, okay, making sure. Anyway, yeah, I'd like to try. I'd actually like to go buffalo hunting. Really. Uh, Now deer meat, I I love deer meat. Love it any way you cook it. Just about. Uh, I actually, a lot of people in here, when you tell them you eat squirrel, I like squirrel. Like squirrel mulligan. I barbecue my squirrels, make barbecue out of it. Here in Arkansas, squirrel hunting's a big deal. A lot of people's like, "Ooh, I ain't gonna eat squirrel." Well, I guarantee you, I can kill one. And what I do is, I kill it, I boil it. If I'm gonna make barbecue, I boil it. Then I get a skillet. I used to make my own barbecue sauce. Put it in the skillet. Put barbecue sauce on it. Simmer it. And I guarantee you, I could cook it like that. Not tell you what it is, and you'll love it. You'll eat it. You'll love it. Okay. Yeah, alligator is real good. Well, I used to think bison and buffalo was the same, but I actually think it's a difference in them. Uh, Truly, I don't know, but I was thinking it was a little difference in between the two, because I used to call buffalo bison. I thought they was the same, but I actually think it's a little difference in them. I don't know. Uh, Old Pecan might know or somebody else in here might know. Uh, but I think they actually are a little different. But I don't know that. So now there my wife comes back so she can keep up with the comment. Maybe the buffalo and the bison's the same, or maybe they are in different parts of the countries or different plate parts.
I'm gonna go get my car and clean it up and see if I can find out her
Dada.
treasure.
Yeah.
I'm about to go get my car. I just said that.
Oh, well, you can
You
still.
caught up on all your comments?
Yeah, I think so. Up to what's the last one? Quit, Scar. What's the last one?
Gary, my wife, bless her heart, is a city girl.
Yeah.
You saw that one. This guy said bison has a hump, buffalo don't.
Okay. I knew it. Are they from different parts of the country too? Probably. I don't know. Uh, I know Indians mostly ate buffalo, didn't they? Or did they eat bison too? Or are they from the same parts as the? I was thinking maybe was different. Like you got. I'm sure we got white-tailed deer. Then in northern states has got different kind of deer, but I'm sure they all taste the same. Uh, so I don't know.
Gary said I want to try elk.
Now I have ate a little bit of elk, and it's pretty good. And people eat bear meat, but I heard my daddy used to tell me bear meat was okay, but it was just like coarse, really coarse meat. I don't know. Never ate bear. Uh, but you know, uh, and really and truly, it ain't no.
Guy said elk is sweet. Love elk.
Oh, is it? Okay. We actually have, believe it or not, in northern part of Arkansas, we have elk here, right here in northern part of Arkansas, and that's the weird thing about it. From here, you can go. It ain't probably 150 miles, and you could be out of state nearly. So it ain't a whole. Arkansas is not that big a state. I think from Texas line to the Tennessee line, it's about. It ain't even 300 miles. I don't think. So it's not a real big state because from Little Rock to Memphis is about 150, and then from Little Rock to Texarkana it's about 150. So yeah, Arkansas is not that big a state, but so it's that big a difference in just that amount of time of what animals we have here. Uh, but anyway, uh, well, I guess let me look. She got my other phone. I'm a type of person I'll try anything once. Okay, good evening, sir. It probably wouldn't cost that much to send that. What kind of? Wait a minute. Oh, what kind of uh wood planks are you talking about? Cedar or like size wise and all that? I'm not sure we have ever eaten elk. We tried bobcat. I've never ate a bobcat. It was a tom though, but it was nasty. Okay. We got bear. Been around few years, and a few years ago she came with her cub. We have black bears here in Arkansas, quite a few of them. I know a guy was killed in a car wreck from a bear. He hit the bear and actually killed the bear and him in his car. Okay, we got okay. Well, it's time probably this guy to kill that bear just because he's eating your livestock. Yeah, Gary, you're probably right. If you look at that log, it's kind of weird shaped, and going down it's kind of probably does got pressure in it. I'm gonna cut it up because I don't want to throw it away, but I'm hoping it don't have pressure because I don't. It's a lot of work cutting these things up, and which I can use them, but I'm needing to get this order, so I don't want to keep um, cutting something that's got pressure in it. Oh yeah, I have a lot of round wood. I have round cedar. I have a pretty piece right there. Uh, Actually, a lot of people buys them. Some people call them cookies, but some of mine's a little bit wider. As you can see, there's a cedar right there. That's uh, that's a little bit bigger than a cookie. Cedar right there. That's a pine over there. That's a cedar. Then I got cedar cut off there, and then I have a lot of pine cut off there. Cedar uh, right there. I have a bunch of stuff like that. People actually buys that. Then I got some cedar cut offs over here. Uh, You'll be surprised if people buy it. They like to do projects with it, like you said, like you do. Uh, yeah, I mean, if I can figure out, I've never shipped anything like that. I'd have to get my wife to get it and look into it. And you have basswood, but I would use anyway. Okay, I don't know exactly what basswood is. You'd have to explain that to me. Say, I'm like that. I mean, I don't. I might know what you're talking about. I might not just heard it called uh, uh, basswood. I have heard of basswood, but it's been a long time ago since I heard it, and I don't really know what kind of wood it is. To tell you the truth, but yeah, cedar. A lot of people make cedar tables or little end tables. They just do so much with that cedar wood. Uh, but yeah, your phone's at 8%, babe. But yeah, I'm gonna check on and see how expensive that would to be to ship, and then I'll let you know. Uh, you've made fishing lures from basswood. I think don't it float there, Gary? I think that might have been where I've heard of the basswood. Oh, cedar. You made fishing lures with cedar. Okay. Yeah, William, I sure check that out because uh, I got a lot of cedar here. Uh, I don't know if you'd want the pine, any of the pine, uh, but I have a lot of cedar cut offs and round wood. You caught a bass on a fishing lure. I hear you. I hear you there, this guy. Uh, but and we might have basswood here in Arkansas. I don't know. Didn't know we had white pine in Arkansas, but we do. So yeah, crankbait it floats, but doesn't rise in the water as fast as balsa, and it's a bit tougher. Huh? I didn't know that. Some of these bass lures is high. I need to check in on that. I might can sell some of this stuff to people that makes them. Cedar most time, just about anything. Uh, it's like a hog. You just about use everything on the hog. Everything. It's just like this cedar. You can just about use everything on it. Even the small pieces you can get rid of because it's cedar. Everybody wants it. So and they do little projects and just like William, I guess they might whittle stuff and well, William, come think of it, if you go to like our state parks and you go in the visitor center, a lot of times you will see like little bears and stuff like that they whittled, somebody whittled, actually by hand, and they are made out of cedar a lot of times. Well, it lasts forever, uh, but yeah, our darn phone is about to go dead. We plugged it up a while ago, but that battery pack went dead. She's looking for our other one. Uh, we had bought one that's magnetized. It just goes on back to your phone, but she can't find it. It was misplaced. Yeah, William, that's what, like our state parks. You go in there and you buy. Yeah, you go and buy like collectibles and stuff. A lot of them little. It'd be like they have a bear and maybe a bobcat and a deer and stuff like that. Uh, Let me see. Just check it, getting caught up. But yeah, and them little things are pretty expensive too, William. I'm talking about one of them little deals, a little bear that stands about maybe this tall or something could be $20 or and better, you know. Uh, so she still can't find it. Still ain't no. Oh, you found it?
No, it's still the other one.
Oh, wasn't it dead?
No, it wasn't dead.
Oh, yeah.
Three bars.
We having trouble with our phone. She gonna plug this back up and see if what. That's not a basketball. That's a tennis ball.
I
Or it
could have
looks.
swore I had it in your truck.
Well,
It's like freaking me out. I can't find this thing all of a sudden. Maybe this will give me a little more time.
yeah. Well, it's hard for me answering these questions because I can't.
Well, do you want me to look? Do you want me to look for the thing, or do you want me to answer comments? I thought you wanted him to play with it. Get the tennis ball from you, dang dog.
Watch your mouth. All right,
I corrected myself.
Let me see that dang ball.
Which one would you rather me do? Would you rather me find the bank?
Well, this one's charging, so it might last a little longer. We got 3 bars. The only thing about the other one, you can hook it on there and plug.
I know.
Well, you can go ahead and look.
It's up to you. Whatever you want me to do.
Oh, it's a flashlight too, huh? No, just don't worry about it because the time you find it.
I mean, you're just chatting, aren't you? Are you
Yeah.
actually gonna work?
Yeah, I'm just talking at the moment. We got to get another battery pack because.
No, we don't have to get another one. It's in one of our 2 vehicles.
Yeah.
I.e. the truck.
What was your battery on this morning?
Like 98, 97.
Yeah.
You don't know how to unplug my phone.
Yeah. What? Yeah. Go on. Dang. Lord. But anyway.
Is that your fresh drink?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've done killed. I know this told you. Done killed 3 or 4 black widow spiders at this sawmill. Must have them really bad out here. And I'm talking about it's a black widow, no for a fact, because it's got the red dot on the butt. Looks just like the black widow. We also, what do they call brown recluses or whatever they are? A recluse or something.
Recluse?
Okay.
Recluse.
Okay. And them things are very good. Black widow's pretty poisonous. But them other ones, I had a brother-in-law that got bit with one of them and it rotted the whole out of him groin. Nobody never got it healed up from a little bitty spike. Well,
You know you're gonna have to project your voice.
oh, can you hear me?
Opacon said phones die so fast nowadays.
Yeah, they do.
So I missed the old phones or removable batteries. You could charge on the wall for backup.
I'm gonna sit down there for a minute.
Yeah.
Take a load off my feet.
Gary said, "Oh crap, those and brown recruits aren't good."
No, and that black widow, I don't know. I don't know which one is the most dangerous between the 2, but I think the brown recluse is probably more poison. Yeah, than the black widow. Yeah. See, y'all, I'm a busy man with Gage and the dog and everything else. Gage
Yeah, go, Scar.
Gage requires a lot of attention, and that's okay. Y'all can see I like Pepsi, but the reason why I ain't saw him because we're trying to charge the phone and I can't use my mic while we're charging the phone. So if I get over there, y'all not gonna be able to hear me at all. So.
We're having a good conversation. Big Bobby.
Scar.
It's about time for breakfast.
Yeah, it is that time for breakfast. Or it's
Brunch.
brunch. I guess.
Gary said both.
Yeah. Both what?
The spiders.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I've been fortunate that that I know of. I've never been bit by a poisonous spider. And I'm not saying, because all spiders ain't poisonous. So I've probably been bit because I've had spiders on me before, or get bit with something and didn't see what it was, but it wasn't never a poisonous spider.
Dad, Mama.
But I know some people that has been bit by the brown recluse. Don't know nobody's been bit by the black widow.
Dad, Mama.
But just what, you hear over stories that are bad. And, something
Catch
else,
that, Dad.
we have something else here.
Throw.
We have scorpions here in Arkansas, little stinging scorpions. A lot of times they won't be about 1.5 inches, 2 inches long at the most.
Gage.
But they real light, because my daddy was stung by one when he was a kid. And he said it was worse than a snake bite. He's never hurt so much, so bad in his life. When that scorpion stung him on the foot. Back then, my daddy didn't gone now, but back in his childhood days, homes wasn't near like they are now, because we're talking about 60, 70 years ago. So, but yeah, he got bit by one, or stung by one.
Gage.
He said that thing hurt. He said it felt like your foot was on fire. And they're little bitty things, and they're deadly. And actually, they can kill some people. You can be allergic to them. But I've never been bitten by one, but I've come across a bunch of them in old wood piles and stuff. And I guarantee you, there's some in this wood piles out here. You just don't hardly see them.
Yeah, this guy, we had to unplug our mic receiver to charge our phone.
Can you not hear me?
He said, I don't think your mic is working.
Oh, you can't hear me?
It's not gonna work.
No. I'll just plug it back up and we'll use it till it runs out. What is it charged to?
11. This guy said it was $30. Go take it to Daddy. That his power bank.
Okay, I guess we're going to need to go somewhere this week and get one. I know you say we got that, but we can't find it.
Okay, but who's to say that I'm not gonna get another one and lose and misplace the other one?
Well, Angelica, that wasn't a very good throw.
Oh, Pecan asked, is he your only kid or just the youngest?
Okay. With him, I have 8 kids. But Angelica, well, she's got one biological son, is all she's got is one, and that's Gage. But she has 7 stepkids with, because of mine. So we have 8 kids, 18 grandkids. So well, my obituary should be pretty long time I die, because I have grandkids. I have grandkids that's 18 already. So, you know how kids are nowadays. They usually start having kids at a pretty early age. So I might live long enough to see.
Yeah, I'm sorry, you didn't catch it.
Great grandkids.
Gary said, "Oh wow, they're just like a copperhead snake, sneaky."
Oh yeah, they are. Yeah, that thing about a scorpion, that sucker could be right there and never move until you put your hand down there and pop it.
Oh my Jesus.
So, yeah, I don't like snakes.
Here.
I hate because we having trouble with the mic. Well, we ain't having trouble with the mic. We're having trouble with the phone. And so.
Well, we used the power bank last night for the headlight, and we didn't put it back on the charger this morning. That's the only thing about those power banks.
What?
I want you to catch.
Oh, hang on. Let me look at this. Oh. Just a little quiet. I'm sorry.
I told him to project his voice.
Yeah,
He's not as loud as me.
I'm hollering. Yeah, my wife is naturally loud. Pecan there, he's cute. Well, thank you there. He's a mess.
I'm not going to get. You gotta go get it.
No, who this is? We have. Okay. Online. Oh, you got it offline, huh? Okay.
She's not waving. Don't you hate that when people
Yeah.
look at you upside your head like you don't live here?
Yeah. But yeah, we were trying to let this battery pack charge the phone, but I don't know if it's.
I think it's dead. It
Yeah.
ain't been on the charger that long.
Yeah, it's dead. It ain't doing nothing.
Well, I already told you that.
Okay. What are you getting upset for? I understand that. What? Come on. Why didn't you put it in your mouth for? Yeah, what's nasty about it? Huh? Who had it? Did Scar have it? It's nasty. How do you know it's nasty? You don't want it? Whoa, whoa, whoa. He been eating Oreo cookies and he got his mouth is a little, well, you can't see. Let me see, where's he at? Where you going? His mom's out there, he's hauling butt. He thinks his little legs will be just getting it, and he ain't really going that fast. All right, Gary, appreciate you coming in and spending time with us this morning. Oh, you're going to cook on the grill? Okay, well, I hear you. We'll have a blessed Memorial Day, weekend, good week, rest of the week, your holiday, whatever you want to say. And God bless you too. And I done talked so much this morning, I've run out of words. And we'll see you next time. This phone's about to go dead, so we're going to stay on here till we run out of time. Then I'll probably fire up the Blackstone, me and my wife, and we'll cook breakfast. So, or brunch, dinner, lunch, whatever you want to call it. So it's past breakfast. So I guess you can have breakfast any time. So, okay. Well, hey, that's very nice of you there, Gary. That sure is. That's a good deal. She'll probably really love that. And I guess maybe we'll take time and we might be able to find our charger. We just bought a power pack that you magnetized on the phone, so you can actually use the mic. You put it on there and it charges your phone. All right, Opacon, we'll see you. Y'all have a good day. God bless y'all. All right, Gary, this guy, we'll see you. We fixing to have to go too. Appreciate everybody coming in here.
Yeah, you guys check out Opacon Homestead. Their 5-year-old is restoring a tractor.
Yeah, y'all all check out the old Pecan Homestead. Their 5-year-old is restoring a little tractor. Y'all need to check that out. It's pretty cute. And y'all check them out. They're really good people. And everybody, y'all have a blessed day. We're going to get off of here. And appreciate everybody coming in here. My subscribers, non-subscribers. I'm just proud. I just appreciate people coming in and viewing. So everybody have a good day until next time. See ya. Bye-bye.